a lot of times I get asked is like, what transmission do you prefer for the auto Camaros? The 8-speed or the 10-speed? So I always tell them, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your end goal with the car? And at the same time, it's like, what's your budget? Because the 8-speed is always going to be cheaper than the 10-speed cars. So the 8-speeds being an older, like, the 8-speed was only introduced for the Camaros 16 through 18, 2018. And the 10-speed is 2019 and newer. So the budget already, like, it's a main factor. Like, if your budget is like 40 grand plus, you could buy a 10-speed. If your budget is like in the low 30s, you could get an 8-speed. But at the same time, I always ask him, like, what do you want to do? For the guys who do, like, 8-mile racing, I love 8-speed for that. Like, I had an 8-speed car before, and, like, just 8-mile racing, I loved it. As long as I didn't have to go into fifth gear, like, my 8-speed ate. But the minute I go into fifth gear, that thing killed me every time. The fifth gear on the 8-speed is, like, atrocious. Like, I just...
4 or 5 shift.
Yeah, like, it's just a 4-5 shift. There's such a big RPM jump in gearing. You would have to ring the car up to, like, 75, 76 to get, like, a pretty fast... So you don't have a big RPM drop. You don't fall out of torque band.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the guys who roll race, like 60 to 150, 60 to 160, 10-speed all day. Like, such a close gear ratio, you're always going to be in power band. Your car can make junk for torque, and you're still going to be in power band because that thing is never going to fall behind, like, 5,700 RPM.
Yeah.
So you're always going to be in power band. Especially if you're revving it out to, like, 7 grand or 7 plus, that thing will never fall out of power band. So as long as your tuner knows what he's doing, the 10-speed always going to eat on roll racing.
Man, I feel like, if I ever get a Camaro, I'm definitely going to get a 10-speed to make up for my bad shifting.
Like I said, I could build you a car, but I can't give you a driver mod. Like that's one thing I've always said. But yeah, it's just from my personal experience, like I've had good luck with the 8-speed. Luckily, a lot of people have complained like they have converter shutters and all that stuff. I've always maintained mine, and I always had a proper trans tune on it, so I never had issues. But a lot of times I get is like people use the wrong trans fluid. That's like the number one headache on the 8-speeds. And their tuner just, I don't want to say their tuner's not competent. It's just their tuner sends the crap out of that trans, and the trans doesn't live. It takes a shit in like 2 months, 3 months after that.
So what type of fluid do you see cars regularly come in for you guys?
So
you're talking about, wrong trans fluid.
Yeah, so there's an updated version for the trans fluid.
Okay.
I don't know if a lot of people don't know about that or they're just being ignorant about it, but they always end up using the older model or the older version of it.
Oh, I see.
And every time we change the fluid, they were like, oh my God, my car drives better. I'm like, I just changed the fluid. Like, I didn't do anything magical. I didn't drop your trans and build and put it back in. Like,
a lot of people think the updated fluid's by GM, but it's actually made by Mobil 1.
That's another thing.
For the 8-speed specifically to deal with the shuddering issue.
Okay.
So if you have a shudder issue and you say that you've already flushed it with brand new GM fluid, and like, okay, like did it come in an AC Delco bottle? If that's the case, that's wrong. For the 8-speeds, you have to use the Mobil 1. What was it? LVHP fluid. Which it's like a blue label for Mobil 1, but it's Mobil 1's the one that actually made it. But yeah, a lot of people just don't use the right fluid. I mean, now we're in such a high horsepower game now, we're just using aftermarket fluids to begin with, just because of, we've tested on our own personal cars and they work great. So now we're just letting customers deal with it.
Like, I think me and him, we always use the AMSOIL stuff. I don't even think I've never put the Mobil 1 stuff in my car.
Yeah.
Not because I got anything against it. I think it's like, first of all, the AMSOIL, he always has the AMSOIL stuff in stock, so it's more convenient for me.
Yeah, I see the
you see it,
over there, yeah.
So it's always, because when I don't plan to do my trans fluid service,
Yeah.
I don't plan to do it. I'll be driving here or something, and I'm like, damn, this shit felt a little funny. Let me double check on, I haven't done it in a while, let me change the trans fluid. So that's how it usually is. And it's like, another thing, people don't change the filters. I've seen that. It's like, oh, I drained it and filtered it. I'm like, what do you mean you drained it and filtered it? Did you swap out the filter? Because all that junk, all that clutch wear material is sitting in that filter. So you change the fluid, good luck. I mean, you just contaminate it again.
That's
another thing I don't understand. Like, and the filter is such an expensive thing. I think it's like $70 or $80. It's like, you already changing the fluid. That's already costing you like $300. Swap it out while you're there. Like, it's not a big deal. You already drop in the pan to change the freaking fluid. That's what pisses me off. That's why I never understood. I'm like, if you're already in there, just change it.
It's the same thing I've heard, with oil changes, right? It's like, bro, like if you can't afford a $5 to $10, $15 filter, that's like,
yeah, it's like, bro, I've never seen like oil filters, bro. It's just get the OEM one or get a Mobil 1 or even Wix filters. They're not that expensive.
Anything but Fram.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get them anymore.
You can't even get them anymore, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it's like oil filters are not that expensive to where you're like, unless you're just lazy.
Yeah.
There's not that expensive. I'm like, if you're already spending like $120 plus on oil, what's the extra $20 to you?
Right.
You know? It's like, you're already in there, just do it. But back to the 10-speed. And for the 10-speed, there's two different iterations of it. There's a 10L80 that comes in SSs, and there's a 10L90 that comes in the ZL1s and now the Blackwings. So the 90 is like the 80 or the 90 is like their torque rating from factory in Newton meters. Yeah.
I see.
So the 10L90, we've seen people make 1100 wheel and like 900 something plus pound-feet of torque with them, and they still live to this day. Like I'm talking about like a year and a half later. Like
Yeah, why don't you talk about your
Matt's car example?
Yeah,
like
your ZL one.
His car, how much power did you make?
Car makes 1,100 horsepower, about 970 pound-feet of torque. And
Yeah, and that trans lived. And his is not even the Gen. His is not even the Gen 2 to the 10L90. It's a Gen 1.
I have a 2018 Camaro, so that's the Gen 1 10L90. So that's when they first released the 10L90, or the 10-speed in general from GM side.
Yeah. So it's like the fact that Gen 1 is holding, and his car was finished like over a year and a half ago, and it's still running. He drives it. He beats the crap out of the car lives. Like if your tuner's competent, if you keep maintenance on your trans or trans fluid, oil change, all that stuff, your car will live. It's just a lot of people will talk shit saying it's like, oh, at the 1,000 horsepower, you're gonna need a build trans. I'm like, I'll tell you this. Yes, if you have an SS, you're most likely gonna need a build trans because that 10L80 ain't gonna live that long. Because I put one in my car, it lasted like a month and a half. Like,
Yeah.
So 10L80 is like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad trans if you don't make a lot of torque. The minute you start making torque, then it's gonna shit the bed.
Of course, yeah. More torque, things are gonna break. Yeah.
That's the thing. More torque, more problems. Like that's what it is. But I'm telling you, 10L90s, if the fluids, like if you have the right fluid in there, if you keep on top of maintenance, and if your tuner doesn't just go in the trans and turn off torque management so it shifts faster, if you actually have a proper trans tune, the trans will live. Like I don't know what to tell people. They were like, oh no, after 1,000 they blow up, and I'm like, I'll consider a new tuner. I hate to say it, but I'm not talking shit on no tuners or nothing like that. But there's a lot of other tuners out there that are making those transmissions live.
Yeah.
How are you the only person with a blown up trans, and yours has like maybe like 7,000 miles, 8,000 miles, nothing crazy on it? That's what that's one thing I never understood. And like I said, maybe it's not tuner's fault. It was whoever's working on that car. They never service the trans properly. But majority of the time, like it's like I think they just go in there and turn off torque management just to make the car shift faster. Most of the time, it doesn't even shift faster. It's just killing the trans, and people don't get it. Like they just.
It feels good though.
Yeah, it feels good. They were like, oh, it feels good, so it's got to be faster. And I'm like.
It'll feel good for about a month.
Yeah, month and a half, and it's like, oh, my trans is doing this. Oh, my car bucks every time it shifts. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, who tuned the car? And I'd be like, oh, my homie so-and-so with a laptop tuned it. I'm like, bro, like, you can't do that. Go to a reputable tuner and get the car tuned properly.
They're already spending the money, very expensive money, on expensive parts. So it's like, why not just spend the money on a good tuner?
That's another thing. Like, I didn't want to mention that. I didn't want to get into that, but you see me do multiple LT cars for customers.
Yeah, this guy does a lot of LT cars, both of you.
Yeah, they spend a lot of money, like on parts and stuff like that. Even labor, they spend a lot of money. And I'm like, oh, who's going to tune it? And they'd be like, so-and-so. And I'm like, who's that? And I'd be like, oh, it's this guy out in here and here. I'm like, why are you tuning with him? Like, oh, he's only charging me $600.
Yeah.
Or they'll ask me like, hey, how much does your tuner, Sean, charge your tuner? I'll talk to Sean. I'll tell him the setup. I'll get him a quote. I'm like, oh, it's this much? He's like, why so much? And I'm like, what do you mean, why so much? And he's like, so-and-so's charging me $1,000. I'm like, okay, where's so-and-so's shop located? And they'll be like, oh, he's going to street tune it for me. And I was like, all right, that's fine. The price I gave you is for dyno tune complete, done. You don't have to risk your life going to a pool on the street. Like, you might spin and hit a tree and total your car without even enjoying it.
It's true.
Yeah, so I always tell people, it's like, be careful who you pick as a tuner. Yeah. It's like, I picked Sean as my tuner in 2022. I've been happy with all the work he does for me, and all my cars been tuned by him. It's like, is there other tuners out there that do good work? Yeah, I got 100%. I could recommend you multiple other tuners. It's just, your car's built here, it gets tuned right there. Like, it's a one-key turnaround. Yeah.
Yeah.
One-stop shop. So it's like, why are you like, now what your car's done here, either your tuner has to come down here, write a base file for you so you can drive it to him, or you have to trailer it to him.
Or you're like, I'm sorry to mention his name, I may incorrectly say it, but what, C-Bands?
C-Bands.
Yeah, perfect example.
He's actually like, I love that kid. Like, he's a good good customer of mine.
Cool, yeah.
But he's getting tuned by some dipshit in the middle of nowhere. Like, I hate his tuner. I'm not gonna mention names, but I hate his tuner. Like, he had me diagnosing for 3 hours when he sent the kid a wrong data login parameter. Like,
yeah.
And after that, he didn't even say sorry. He's like, oh, I sent you guys the wrong parameter. The car's reading working fine. I spent 3 hours of my day diagnosing, and I'm like, at that point, do I build a kid and he pays me, or do I eat it?
Right.
But that kid, I always told him, I'm like, bro, there's so many tuners in Cali. Why are you wasting your money with that idiot that has OnlyFans subscription? Like, you guys might get the hint on that. But he's literally paying him $1,500 every 3 months. Because apparently first time he paid him, and by the time his car was actually put together, because some other shop put it together, car had multiple issues. Then, fine, the car came here. I went through it little by little. Once I fixed something, something else pops up. So we were going at it. And I think it was already been like, it took me like about a week and a half to figure out the car. By the time I finished fixing it and we start tuning it, he's like, oh yeah, your 3-month subscription is up. You got to pay another $1,500. I don't know that tuners are out here running OnlyFans. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, it blew my mind when I heard that. And it's like, and the car was on our dyno. He ran in our dyno, and he's doing a pull. The car's breaking up really bad. And I'm like, I think it was Sean or Ryan that was doing the pull. They let off because the car's breaking up.
I think it was Sean. Sean was operating the dyno.
Yeah, he was operating the dyno. He let off. He's like, oh crap, this car's breaking up. And we're like, we sent the data log to him. He's like, oh, it looks fine. Just do a pull. We're like, we texted him, hey, it's misfiring or it's breaking up.
And he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just do a pull through it and send me that data log.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Sean was like, dude, all right.
No, Sean didn't even go all the way. He's like, at 5,000, he let off. He's like, dude, I can't do this. Like, I'm pretty sure it feels wrong just to do it like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't understand. Like, how are you a tuner? You're not monitoring it. And after the tuner said that, oh, okay, finally there's something wrong with the car, figure it out.
Right.
That's what he said. There's something wrong with the car, figure it out.
No hint.
No, nothing. So I had to use my own laptop with my own parameters and stuff. I plug it in, it's just misfiring on a bunch of cylinders. And I was like, okay, cool, it's not that bad. I checked the wires are fine. Oh no, wires are burnt. A couple of the wires are burnt.
Yeah.
A couple of wires were burnt, so I changed that. And it was still misfiring on the dyno. And I was like, okay, there's something wrong with it. And I was like, hey bro, just to play safe, let's pull the plugs out and change them because I don't want your car blowing up on the dyno, whatever, yada yada. He's like, that's fine. Tune session got canceled. I changed the spark plugs. He goes to the pull, car runs fine.
Yeah.
A tuner that's freaking seen those data logs, he couldn't tell me that, hey bro, this car's misfiring, check the plugs. It's like, hey, there's something wrong with it, figure it out.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Like if you're as a tuner, if your tuner is doing that to you, I recommend go find somebody else. Like I said, you don't have to come to us. You don't have to get tuned here. Like I always tell people, you don't have to come get tuned here. I don't have to build your car. Just find somebody reputable that's gonna take care of you and your investment.
The most important thing I've always told people, and for those of you listening right now, just do your research. Whether that be part selection, whether that be tuner, just do your research and also talk to other people. And if, for example, if I had a question on Camaros and I asked you two, and let's say I asked someone else, in another country or wherever else, and they all come to the same conclusion, it's probably for a good reason.
Yeah. What is it? If it's not broken, don't fix it?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen to the people that have been doing this or whatever you're interested in the longest, because they probably have experience. And one of the things I've noticed, especially here at the shop, when it comes to the LS platform, especially with your customers.
Yeah. Bro, trust me, I have some interesting customers, and it's crazy.
It's like
I love them all, though. Don't take it the wrong way. I love y'all, but y'all are learning now.
There's one you don't like.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
Like they say, right? Buy once, cry once.
Yeah, buy once, cry once.
And the work that I've seen both of you output here is very good work. I mean, it's a proven track record as well for the cars that come to your guys' side and then go to the dyno. There's always like 99% success rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if it has an issue, it's either some random hiccup with the cards or it's just maybe
Most of the time we can get it fixed within
a couple of minutes on dyno. Yeah, like
right.
So it's like they never had to say like, oh, abort this dyno session, take it off. Like it never came down to that. So it's just I always tell people it's like like I said, the car doesn't have to come to me to get built. The car doesn't have to come here to get tuned. Just pick a builder and stick to it. And whatever he tells you, go with it. Like majority of the time, I don't even order parts for customers, so I'm not even making money on parts. So when I recommend you a part, it's generally what I've tested before and it worked for me. So
right.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's like port injection. Let's talk about that.
Sure.
Yeah. I've always told them it's like get this plates, get this injectors, and get this controller. They'd be like, okay, cool. They'll get it. I'll put it together. Goes in dyno, car gets tuned. There's no issues. Or I'd always have that customers like, oh, I want to run this injector instead of this. I'm like, I always ask them like, why? Like, you're not saving money. Because I don't also give you just one option. I give you multiple options. Like, I've worked with all these. Pick one, whatever is your price range. Or if you want me to just put together a kit for you and send you a link so you can order, by all means, I can do that for you.
And what's always good is, especially for those both of you, SS, ZL1, you guys have built your own cars. They're very fast. And you guys are obviously, you've done your own research. You've done your own work on your car. So if I was a customer with an SS or ZL1 and I came to you asking for help or, what should I put on my car?
Yeah.
Dude, I would totally trust you guys
Yeah, it's not even that. It's like I always tell them, like, it doesn't have to come to us. Like, you don't just pick a builder and listen to what your builder tells you. Don't be a
Right.
freaking keyboard warrior and find stuff online. And somebody's like, hey, but so and so said they can do this.
Or if I can interrupt, picking parts just because you want to be different.
Oh, yeah.
Like off the well, yeah.
No, so one thing I'm
Off
gonna say
the
something
well-being
about that.
part. Yeah, go ahead.
Being the only one costs a lot of money.
Yeah, we talked about that
Yeah.
before.
So
Yeah.
if you're over here trying to reinvent the wheel, being different, that's cool. I respect you for that. But just know you're gonna spend probably double or triple or whatever somebody else did, and you're gonna end up at the same goal.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, it's like, oh, I want to. They always tell me, like, oh, I seen this, I want to run it. Nobody has it, so I'll be the only one. I'm like, it's probably a reason why nobody runs it.
Right.
It's like, or it's not like a simplified part where you could just install it, do maybe a couple of minor changes, and it works.
Right.
They'll be like, oh no, but like nobody has it, so I'll be the only one. I'm like, yeah, nobody has it because it doesn't really work that good.
Right.
You know, it's like,
Maybe there's a reason.
yeah, maybe there's a reason. It's like I've seen that more on the BMW customers. Like my BMW customers, I've seen it more. It's like, oh, I want to run so and so's manifold, and I'm like, that's fine. I'll do. It's like it's probably $100, $200 cheaper, but I've never heard of this company to begin with. I don't even know where you found them.
Right.
But I'll install it for you. It's just remember, there's no warranty on this install when the manifold starts leaking. And
Right.
I'll install it. The rail doesn't fit right. Now I have to spend time to grinding it or clearancing it, whatever I got to do. I'll put it on. Car will leave. 2-3 weeks later, they call me. Not 2-3 weeks, but I've had some that lasted 5-6 months. I've
Yep.
had some that leaked within a week. And they were like, hey, my car's been firing. And I was like, oh, so get it towed in or swing by. I'll take a look at it.
Sure.
And I always pull the plug and I always see coolant in it. And I was like, I told you. And it's like, oh, it's because I don't want to pay for the name brand stuff. And I'm like, they're name brand for a reason. They probably have quality control better than this whatever company that's drop shipping it from China to your house.
Right.
So I always tell them, it's like, oh, but they offer a better powder coat color. I'm like, bro, I have a powder coat guy down the street. I'll charge you $250. Powder
Right.
coat the whole thing, whatever color in the rainbow.
Yeah.
So it's like
Any color.
any color you want, any color in the rainbow, pick it, it will powder coat it.
Right.
So I'm like,
Or like example, right? The BRZ that came in on Saturday
Yeah,
that made
that car was
540.
clean too.
It was very clean. But I was talking to CJ, which is the owner of Powered by RPM.
yeah,
And
that guy's cool too. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's very cool. But exactly what you said, right? It's expensive to be the first and doing anything. Like you're going to be spending double or triple.
Yeah.
And he was telling me the amount of modifications that they ran into as well to make that manifold work for that car.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and like the amount of things that he had to move and relocate. So things to consider, and something I want to talk to you about real quick, Matt, and perhaps you too. I just know Matt, I think, directly installed this. So you had that red ZL1 on the dyno with the Atlas DS, or sorry, what is it? The
DSX Atlas
yeah.
port controller.
Yes. So how was that? I think that was a new product, right? You guys were testing out.
Well, the product's been out for a while. It's
Okay.
just, people got to scrounge up the money to actually be able to buy it.
How expensive is it?
Yeah, it's definitely more expensive than Motive side.
Okay.
But in terms of install, I mean, look, like both kits, I think the only thing that it comes to is just routing the fuel lines, because that's the only thing that is not included in either kit, either on the Atlas side or the Motive side.
You have to make your own fuel line.
Yeah, but it's straightforward, especially once we've done it. Well, I mean, he's done it probably more times than I have. It's the same pattern, same routing.
Yeah.
Install wise,
When it comes to install, I think the only main difference is like for the Atlas, you have to pin 6 wires into the ECU.
yeah, there's an additional CAN bus that
Yeah.
it ties into.
This is like for the Atlas, you have to pin 6 wires versus the Motive's 3 wires, but it's literally right there. It's not
So-
like you're not going like mile away from the thing to pin it. It's right there. There's just more wires you got to pin.
So which one would you say for the customers that are looking to do the PI? Which one is more plug and play?
Right now, Motive.
Motive.
Motive 100% is plug and play. It's literally, and I've had, well, I've never actually installed the Atlas one. I don't think I will anytime soon. It's because the price range is,
Like
it's
I said,
like
the cost.
the cost is like a huge gap, and it's like, how do I explain to a customer that I'm like, oh, you got to spend, well, how much is the Atlas one? Like 2,100, 22? Around.
And that's interesting real quick is that, for me, typically on the Subaru side of things, the things that are plug and play tend to be the most expensive.
Yeah, so it's like I said, both of them you still have to pin it. It's the Atlas.
Okay.
I mean, the Atlas is just, like I said, 3 more wires you got to pin. That's all.
I see.
But
If you pin the flex fuel wire before,
it's easy. It's
same
just
thing.
as that. It's easy. But it's like the Motive is like let's just speak controller. Plate injector you can use from each company, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Motive and Atlas. I think the Atlas is $2,200. I want to say.
It's $2,000 starting.
The starting $2,000 and the motive starting 1,400. I think it's 1,400 bucks just flat out and plus
Right.
tax. So how do I explain to a customer that, oh, you got to spend $600 more to get Atlas, but at the end of the day they do the same work?
Right.
So it's like a hard sale for me, and I don't even want to like sell it to a customer in that base because what if it has issues and I haven't done it yet, and I haven't put it on my own personal car to test it? So I can't say I'm like, oh, bro, you bought it, or you're fucked. Like I can't tell them that. I have to fix it. As to the fact, as when it goes to motive, I've done like I don't even know how many. Like I've done so many of them. It's like I could tell you what the problem is by you telling me the symptoms. Like I'm like, oh, it's probably this. I can fix it for you.
That's the one use case, but I feel
Yeah,
like
that
that's
one.
an external issue.
That was an external issue. That wasn't. Yeah.
Was somebody bought one used or something?
No.
It was a ground issue.
Okay,
Like,
sure.
It was a ground broken in the harness somewhere. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't my fault. It was just. It's either whenever it was made or well, I don't know what happened. But we stopped the harness. Issue went away.
Some miscellaneous error. Yeah.
Miscellaneous error. It wasn't a big deal. It literally took me 20 minutes to swap out the harness. I had one later on. So that's not a big deal. But it's just, how do I justify to a customer? It's like, hey, bro, you got to spend $600 more. It does the same shit.
Yeah. That's a hard sell.
Yeah. And it's
And,
like,
and as a customer, let's say, I don't think I could justify that.
no, it's like, the customer's like, why the fuck would I do that? It's like,
Right.
or like, I'll tell them like, oh, bro, you should do this, the Atlas stuff. It's better than Motive. But they'll be like, but so-and-so is running the Motive stuff and their car runs fine. Like, what's so different than that? Like, why is my setup more different than that? So it's like, I don't even want to explain that to a customer because it's not I don't want to. It's, yeah, you're right. Like, I have no, like, factual evidence that the Atlas is better than the Motive.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not going to convince somebody to buy something that costs more because of a hype. Because when it first came out, there was a hype because it was integrated to the stock ECU. You do the most of the tuning through the stock ECU once you flash it.
I see. That's what I was gonna ask. Like,
Yeah.
what's the appeal?
So
of
that
the
was it,
Atlas?
and a lot of tuners hopped on that wave, saying like, "Oh yeah, this is better." Because at the end of the day, it does make tuners' life easy. But let's just say if you
There
look at
could be a lot more creature comforts be integrated in software-wise, but I mean, it is always going to be forever developing. So there could be more features added on later
Yeah.
on. But just the way it's right now, at least we've seen on that on that red Camaro, there could have been a little bit more, not massaging, that's the right word, just
more features available.
more features, just
Yeah.
to
I
make
see.
the port and DI work the best.
It's like on the Motive stuff, you could control your fuel pump if you want. You could control your nitrous if you want. You could control your boost. I'm pretty sure Atlas added boost controller now.
Yes, boost.
Okay, yeah. So let's not count that. Fuel pump, nitrous, even your met, you could set it up on the Motive, and like you could set it up. It's just I don't know if it's because it's been out longer because it's been in the BMW community for a while. That's why I know about it.
Right.
It's like the BMW community uses it, but
Meanwhile, Atlas is just for the GM platform.
yeah.
I
Even
see.
then, it's not even for everything yet. Like,
Yeah, when I've heard of Motive, that's where I've heard it from first. Is
BMW.
BMW stuff. Yeah.
It's like the easiest way to explain it is like Motive is like an Android and Atlas is like an Apple. Whatever you got on the Apple App Store is what you got. Android, you could download your little things in there.
That's perfect. It's
I feel like
perfect.
that's the easiest way that I can explain it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like for a lot of people, they want that extra like availability of things you can control on it. It's like because there's no reason for you to run 50 different controllers in a car where everything can be controlled by one. Like
Right.
on my fuel pump was controlled by the Motive. My boost controller was controlled by that. And if I even I was gonna run Met, but we ended up not needing it. So even if I ran it, that was gonna get controlled by that. So it's the fact you have the access to do all that. I feel like that's a bet. I could convince the customer to do that. Then I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta buy Atlas, and yeah, you can't do anything else with it.
I do want to ask you a question now that I thought about it,
Yeah.
and I may be speaking incorrectly because I don't know the correct terminology. But so for somebody that wants to run, let's say, any type of shot of nitrous, 50, 100, whatever, right? It should be controlled by the Motive,
So,
to my understanding.
so you could set it up a couple of different ways on the Motive.
Okay.
So you could interrupt the ground signal. Like, let's just say you have it on a button. You can interrupt the ground signal from the button to the solenoid. So when that button hits, the Motive gets a signal. Saying,
Okay.
okay, it's spraying. So it could switch over to a nitrous table or whatever, however your tuner sets it up.
Right.
And there's another way where you can set it up through a solid state relay. And your tuner can configure it in a Motive through the tables. Okay, at this speed or at this RPM or in this gear. I don't know if it has gear. I don't know about, don't quote me on that. I don't know if that table, it has the gear tables.
Okay.
But I know it's like mile an hour and RPM based. It's like, oh, at this mile an hour and at this RPM, you can have it turned on.
I see.
Yeah. So that's the most expensive one because solid state relays are like $100 a piece or like $60 or $70 a piece. You're
Oh,
gonna need
that's
12
what
of them.
that's what got delivered today
For Ryan's, yeah, for his BMW, yeah. So
The 2 Series or the 1 Series?
the 1 Series.
Okay.
He already has it on the 2 Series.
I see.
Yeah. So it's like it's one of those. Is like you got more features you could set it up with.
Yeah.
It's like
So what's the correct way then?
have
both of
to
them.
control it, not just be willy-nilly on the button.
So that's the thing.
So you're telling me that you don't want to be like Dominic Toretto in the movies, right?
That's what
If you
people
have
want,
plot armor,
bro. That's literally what they want. They'll be like, I want to hit the button, like the thing they can time travel or something with the button.
Yeah, feel it.
Oh no, I've done it. I've done it with a button before on my own personal car.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah.
really good, like just a click of the button too. Like it feels
Yeah.
really good. But
You get
it's
the-
like,
One thing to go wrong.
yeah, once one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Like mine, for example, I had a timing retarder. This was when my car was NA. I had a Lincoln filter timing retarder. The box freaked out. It failed. There was nothing pulling timing out. So I had a nitrous backfire. It blew the manifold off. Luckily, that was the only thing that happened.
Warning
and
to
the throttle body.
Or the danger to manifold.
No, literally. Man, that was literally like, I was like, I'm making a hit. Like, I like, it was NA first. I hit the button and I was like, damn, this is feeling good. And I was like, and it felt really good too. I'm like, damn, boom. Man, I saw little flames come out the little like hood vent. I'm like, oh, fuck. So, like, literally, like, my throttle body was kind of still there, but the blade wasn't there. I didn't even realize that until I came back with a
Wow.
stock manifold. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should just avoid this. But, like, nitrous is cool when it works. Another thing, like,
So is it reliable?
yes and no.
You said it.
It requires maintenance.
Oh,
Like
really?
you gotta change your spark plugs often. You gotta check them. Not change them, but pull them out and check them. Like make sure they're not getting fouled up. They're not doing anything funny. Make sure the burn marks look normal. And another thing is like, check on your jets. Like, especially the fuel jets. Make sure it's not getting clogged up by something, because a lot of people don't run the filter. So any gunk from whatever fuel you're running is going through it and getting stuck in the jet. So yeah, even on nitrous side. So if your fuel jet is getting clogged up,
Yeah.
but your nitrous jet is not clogged up, you're partying. Like it's gonna party for a minute until it doesn't.
is mean.
Yeah, lean is mean. Like lean will go fast, but not for long. And so that's another thing too. Like nitrous is cool. I love nitrous. Like you could party with nitrous. It's just a lot of average people who like daily drive the cars. You don't need that shit. Like
Yeah.
what do you like? If somebody lands up to you, what are you gonna pull over to connect the line and turn the bottle on? No.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. It's like you're not gonna pull over and I'm like,
the passenger seat.
or you can't.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I forgot the electronic bottle
Yeah,
opener
yeah,
exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that. But what
The
if
seat,
bottle,
the seat,
what if
yeah.
the bottle's not at the right temp?
Dude, you're talking to somebody that's never used nitrous.
Oh,
This
another
is
thing.
all new.
The
Yeah.
bottle has to be at the right temp for the pressure to be at the right spot.
It's like if you ever go eat in a nigiri or like Sam, it's you got to be sushi. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't eat seafood. I'm allergic to it. Don't bash on me. I'm
Yeah.
allergic.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. So it is temperature dependent. Interesting.
yeah, so because the temperature is what brings out the pressure. Or
Right.
you might have too much pressure, or you might not have enough pressure. So let's just say you're an NA car, you're an NA car. You have the nitrous setup. You have the Lincoln filter pulling the timing out. The Lincoln filter, the timing box, and that timing box gets signal from the window switch or the WinMax controller or whatever controller you use.
Sure.
Your bottles are not at the right pressure, right? So it's not going to spray effectively. So you're flooring the car. You're not getting the nitrous because it's not at the right pressure. Now the Lincoln filter box is pulling timing out. So you're actually slower than your NA tune.
So is it worth putting nitrous on an NA car?
Yeah.
I would think it's obviously
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
gonna get the most out of a boosted car.
Oh no, like if you're like, let's just say I built your NA Camaro, like stock bottom end,
Yeah.
NA Camaro, heads cam, high ram, the whole 9 yard, right? You made 600, 620, whatever the cam
Sure.
setup does. That's it. That is it. That you're stuck at it. That's your mid 620. That's it. You're 620. We can experiment with fuel and like get you a little bit more.
And then they're gonna go to 900 plus roll nights.
Yeah, like that's it's like that's the thing though. Like a lot of these NA guys, they know they're NA. They know they have a big disadvantage like when it comes to boosted car. So they gut their car, which I respect them. A lot of me personally, I wouldn't want to drive around a gutted car.
I
That's
can't.
just- yeah,
Not in
I
20 not in-
hate the noise. I hate
Not
the
in
rattles.
2026.
Yeah.
Tin can.
Yeah, it's like nothing against it. I respect people who do it because I'm like, bro, props to you, you're dedicated to it. But
Not for you.
like I just can't do it. Like I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Like I drove on a Kirky for a month and I hated it. Like look, don't get me wrong. Like I used to take the car out on 9th to go.
Is that before
To
or
Mexico.
after the car cover?
Huh?
Yeah, seat cover.
Yes, that's another thing. When I bought the Kirky, I was like, at first when I was ordering it, I'm like, I don't need the seat cover. Boom, and one day it got fucking cold outside, and I hopped in that freaking seat, the cold ass aluminum seat. Man, I hated my life right there and then. Like it was,
like, ugh.
dude, it was cold. It was just, I did not like that. So, but I can't drive that around. So the NA guys, they know they have to make up the difference by taking the weight out. Because if a boosted car that's making 900 horsepower lines up with you, you're making 600, you're down 300 horsepower.
I mean, yeah, that's an easy win for
So
them.
that boosted car is gonna spank your shit. But if you let's just say that boosted car is 4,000 pounds and you're like 3,000 pounds, now you have a fighting chance. It's like most time when I see like stock ZL1 guys, they'll race like a bolt-on SS. I'm like, oh, he only made 500. But the SS guy ain't stupid. He gutted the car before he showed up. Now your ZL1 is on a reel getting gapped. And you're like, and they're like, they'll text me. I have a text, I'll show. He's like, hey, bro, I raced so-and-so's bolt-on SS you did, and he gapped me. Are you sure he's bolt-on? Are you sure he's not nitrous? I'm like, what do you claim? It's like bolt-on something. That car's bolt-ons. Like, and I don't install nitrous that often. Like, it's rare when I install nitrous.
It's probably expensive.
It's not even that. It's just like I said, most of my customers, they want to take it to a roll night and go have fun. They don't care. They don't grudge race like that. I have a few customers I've installed it on that grudge race. That's fine. But they don't, like, I don't install nitrous like that. They were like, are you sure not nitrous? I'm like, no. It's like, I'll tell them too. I'm like, how did you go when you went to go race them? It's like, oh, my seats are still in. I'm like, oh, your heavy-ass Recaro seats are in there. I know that SS guy got Kirkies in it. I know he got lightweight front brakes on it. So I'm like, do you understand how power to weight works? Yes, you can make 50 more horsepower than him, but he's 500 pounds lighter than you. Of course he's going to spank your shit. Like, what did you expect? Power to weight. It's like, how much horsepower does it take to move that weight?
Right.
Yeah, that ratio is way off. Yeah, you're getting gapped. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're getting gapped. Like, there's no way around it. So the SS guys or the NA guys know that. Like, if they're going to build a max effort NA car, they know they have a disadvantage against boosted cars.
They got to go max effort.
So max effort. They go on dumps. They literally pull the seats out. They get a Kirky. They'll take out the crash bars. They'll take out the auxiliary radiators. They'll get as much. Anything that doesn't help them move fast, basically, they're taking that shit out. So they're ready for you. Like, but you're like, yo, I've boosted ZL1. My ZL1 dog this shit. I'm like, no, my boy. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's like I said, I got nothing against boosted cars. All I do is boost the cars the majority of the time.
Yeah.
It's just, I got nothing against. It's just, I hate getting those DMs. It's like, hey, bro, I raced so-and-so. I made 700. He only makes 5 something, but I got gapped. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. Like, that car's lighter than you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. The car's lighter than you. Or majority of the time, people lie about setups. Like,
I've heard about that too.
Yeah, bolt-on cars. Yeah, they bolted on like a 40,000 milled head, like ported head, but it's bolt-on. That head would probably net them another 20, 30 horsepower, and they're on fuel, so they're making decent power. So, but you don't know that. It's a bolt-on car. It's like, yeah, bro, my bolt-on SS, I raced another bolt-on SS, and he got me about like 3, 4 cars. I'm like, yeah, because he did the weight reduction. He has a milled ported head. You can't tell. He probably is on a high ram. High ram MSD doesn't matter. Like, after like, I'm pretty sure the high ram makes more power at the end of the day, but like, top end for sure. But like, when you're going bolt-on to bolt-on, it's really like, it's not that much. The high ram still makes power. There's modded high rams and stuff like that. Like, they mod the lid so it flows more air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The high rams still make power, but not too much where it's like, oh, I got put a bus on me. Like, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, it's that people are running M1s, like straight methanol in Camaros, bolt-on Camaros, quote unquote. I'm like, that's cool. That's what they're dedicated to doing. That they have full LT4 fuel system with aux pump. You're on a stock LT1 fuel system running pump E85. But they told you it's bolt-ons. Guess what? It's bolt-ons.
Yeah, fuel doesn't count.
Yeah, fuel doesn't count.
Right.
So it's like, don't DM me saying it's like, hey, bro, I raced so-and-so with somebody's setup, and I got gapped. And I'm like, bro, I think it was his name, Alejandro from London. I'm pretty sure he did the same speech. It's like, when a tin can car gaps the shit at you, that's what it is. He is dedicated to racing that tin can. It's like, that's probably not his only car. He just parks that shit and takes it out and whips ass on the weekends. Like, you know, he has a daily driver. Like, most people, any people in a heavily modified car should buy daily. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like...
You never know. Like, if you're running a radial and you pop it, it might take a couple of days for you to get that radial. So what are you going to do? How are you going to get to work now?
Facts.
So that's why we
don't modify your daily.
Or not mod your daily.
Or heavily modify it, I would say.
Yeah, heavily modify it.
Like, look, if somebody came to me and it's like, look, I have a Type R and I put an intake and exhaust, like, dude, yeah, go have fun. Yeah.
The same thing, like, let's just say the ZL1 is your daily or SS is your daily, you could do bolt-ons, you can even do a cam. Like, it's just, you could daily it. That's the daily. Like, on a ZL1, you can almost make 1,000 and still daily.
This, for example, Art's car. This is not a daily.
This one in particular.
No, this one, like, the rear gearing, it's not street friendly at all.
Yeah.
Like, but...
Well, it's different in general.
Yeah, just in
It's
general.
also got a very nice parachute behind you.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's
It's aesthetics. But yeah, like, you could mod your daily. It's just, don't mod it to the point where it's like, you can't even drive it. It's like, it's like work to take the car out.
It's a chore.
Yeah, literally. Like, you seen that video? It's like modding your own car and it becomes a chore.
You need a daily for the daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, no, I always tell people, get a daily you can't mod. Go get like a little, like a Hyundai Sonata or a Honda Accord or like a Honda CR-V or like Toyota Camry, something you can't mod, like, or you don't even put wheels on that shit. Don't even put wheels on it. Like, you know, all you need is a little tint to hide you, and that's it. You're chilling. But don't mod your daily. So it's like.
That's one thing I really like about. We're sorry to interrupt, but that's one thing I really like about your Camaro is that I've told you before, factory looking, makes a ton of power, yet it's got all the comforts, I'm sure, from factory. You still have your AC, I'm sure.
It's still full weight, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and yet he's making 1,100. You could spank like 99% of cars or whatever that he casually runs upon on the street. Not saying like he goes to road night, but you can have him say like daily driving around.
That's why. Like, his setup is like, it's perfect, dude.
It is.
Like, it's a perfect setup. It's motor's not working hard at all. Blower's not working hard at all.
Yeah, you made it on what?
Like 12, 13 PSI.
12 and a half pounds.
Yeah. It's like I said, blower's not working hard at all. Motor's not even trying. You know, the only thing overworking on that car is that transmission.
Hey, let's not speak too loudly about that.
The only thing overworking on that car setup is like the transmission. So that car is like,
maybe the diff a little
nah,
bit.
dude, stock diffs live really like stock diffs. Well, at least on like the non-E gear diffs, it's almost like a wear item. It's like
well, I've seen the chunks that come out of yours.
Yeah, it's like, bro, mine was damn near a wear item. Like I'll race it, and after like not this car, but my previous car, it happened to it. It was just like one day I was in a drive-through, I'm turning, and like I heard it bind up. I'm like, what the fuck? I blipped and I heard it snap. I'm like, fuck, I broke an axle or some shit. I'm like, whatever. I got out the car and I checked. I don't see anything. I drove it home and it was fine. Then again, I was like, I think I was making a left-hand turn. I heard it again. I was like, what the fuck? And so I put it on the lift. Not even put it on the, I literally pulled it in here, jacked it up, and there was chunks falling out of my diff. And I was like, oh crap, I cooked it. I'm like, well, I'm here. I'm not gonna Uber home. And I was like, whatever. I filled that with diff fluid. That diff lived till this day, still lives. Somewhere. Somebody owns it. I don't think they replaced it because I didn't replace it. I drove it like that for 6 months. The chunks stopped coming out. It doesn't bind down anymore. I made kids. I made burnouts. Like it was still working. So like, I never had issues with it. So like axles and diffs on SSs or ZL, I don't know. But like I said, don't call me on it. I don't know about the E-diff. I never had to experience it.
Yeah.
But it's like a wear item. It's like when it breaks, just replace it and move on. Unless you're having catastrophic failures where like unions coming out of it or like axles are shooting up everywhere. But if you're not having, if it's just over time going out, just replace those stock one and move on. It's because I've seen it multiple times where it's just mileage and like abuse just gets to them.
Right.
Just swap it out and move on. Because your other option is going to a 9-inch. That's like $6,000 plus. And the labor for it to stock. Yeah, you could buy like off marketplace. You could buy a stock SS diff for like $500, and the labor is not that expensive because I don't have to modify anything. I'm just literally swapping it out.
Yep, R&R.
Yeah, it's literally R&R, remove and reinstall. So I don't. It's just a wear item. That's what I'm gonna say. Like.
So a few more questions before we wrap up this video. I want to ask you. We talked about this a little bit prior, and perfect example. But now having both of you, which is the best generation Camaro to buy for like if I want to modify it?
6th gen. So I'm gonna talk a little bit deep on the 6th gen side. Do you want auto or manual?
I would say let's say auto.
Auto? Like I said, back to what I was talking about earlier, is what do you want to do with the car? It's like...
I want to take it to roll nights.
Get a 10-speed. 2019, guys, don't kill me. Please, be nice. I don't like where they put the Chevy emblem on the 2019s.
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
2020 plus.
Yeah,
put it that
they
way.
literally put the emblem on the freaking, like, the hard part of the grill, like the center.
Yeah.
So it looks out of place. But if you don't know, now you know. You could buy that piece from Chevy and swap it out from a 2021. 2020, 2021. Yeah, it literally comes off. Take the bumper off, you can swap it out. It's totally a separate piece. You don't have to get rid of your bumper. It's the same freaking bumper. So now you know. But
so what's wrong with the 5th gen, for example?
5th gen? It's the weight.
It's the weight.
The weight, like...
It was an afterthought of turning that chassis, the 5th gen chassis, into a little more race-oriented chassis.
On that gen, it's the Z28?
Z28. I mean, look, they're trying to make things work with sticks and stones here. I mean,
right.
Don't get me wrong. They did a really damn good job with the Z28, but they did need to do some extreme measures in order to do that. You know, carbon ceramic brakes, you had Multimatic DSSE suspension, the fact that they just shoved an LS7 into it. And don't get me wrong, it's a great car. Like if you ever driven one, it is unbelievable how fast you can go around a corner.
Not even that. Fred's car, dude, that was like one of my favorite Z20s I've ever seen. Like that guy did like a nice build. Good job, Fred. Like Fred's car, bro, is one of the cleanest Z20s I've seen. It's like I love that car. It's you know the crazy part about it? It was a simple setup. All he did was fix the heads on the LS7, fuel system, headers, and a Whipple.
How much?
800 wheel.
That's
and the
crazy.
Car was like the car stock motor, the only thing, like I said, the only thing done to it was just he fixed the heads.
Yeah.
Because the LS7 have valve issues or valve guide issues, whatever the case is. He fixed it, and dude, I'm telling you, that car was like, he kept it so clean. Like, I love that car to this day. Like, it's one of the nicest fifth gens I've seen. But the only problem with the fifth gen is, especially if you get an auto, that 6L80 is a handicap. Like, now there's somebody that makes a swap kit. So you can put 10 speeds in them now.
I see.
Yeah, so you could put a 10 speed on the fifth gen chassis now. And I'm excited to see what that does. Because I've known people with fifth gens that make really great power with their motor, blower, whatever setup is.
Right.
Like, it's just they're handicapped by the transmission they have. The manual transmission, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a TR660 gangster-ass transmission.
Tried and true.
Yeah, tried and true. It's like, it works. But the auto, that 6L80 or the 6L90 that comes on a ZL1, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's good trans. It's just the gearing is not all that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I never liked how it drove. It's just never been my cup of tea. It's the same transmission that comes in like CTS-V, V2s, or like the Chevy SS sedans. It's just, that auto is just, it needs some love. Yeah, I think it's just the gearing. It needs some love. Like,
I know what you're gonna say. It's gonna be dependent on what I want to do with the car, but what should I get? You know, if I was looking at a Camaro, an SS or ZL1.
What's your budget gonna be like?
Yeah, I know the budget's a big one.
So budget's a big one, and another thing is like, what's your end goal? How much power do you want? Like, let's just say you want to make like, oh, I want a full turnkey race car. Like, I want to make like 1100, 1200, 1300, whatever. Like, a lot of power with it.
Huge numbers, yeah.
Buy the base model, because the motor you're gonna replace it regardless. You're gonna build a motor.
Which base model?
No, not when I say base model. Buy an SS. Like,
Okay, I see.
Buy an SS.
The one that comes with a V8.
Yeah, the V8. Like, you're gonna build a motor regardless. So there's no reason for you to get the LT4 motor.
You're right.
You're gonna build the transmission regardless. So the only thing left is, at the end of the day, it's the same freaking chassis. The only body panel is the only thing left.
Yeah.
So if you plan to, like, let's just say full race car or whatever, just buy an SS. You're gonna save yourself 30 grand. That 30 grand could go into the car.
If you can find one, you can get an LT1 trim, which is.
I wouldn't get that. I don't like the dash. I don't like the dash. Like, it's not even that. It's just like, the dash is like it's not too base model. It's just like, I hate how small the speedo is.
What, you don't like the little.
It's like, bro. What do you mean, bro? It's like.
I'll have to see one day.
I'll show it to you. But it's like, and the center screen, bro, like, it drove me crazy.
It's an 8-inch screen.
Yeah, it's like the center screen, like, it drove me crazy, and I'm like, come on, bro, like, you can't handicap me like that. And the crazy part was, like, that car, you can option it out. Like, I think like is it an RS package or something?
Yeah, you
can get it with like active exhaust. Like, some SS don't even come with active exhaust. You can option active exhaust. You can even get it with the Recaros now, or you could get them with the Recaro seats. And I'm like, bro, why can't you just show some love to the dash? Like, the dash, like, oh my god, bro. Like, if I'm driving a car every day, I want to see a decent dash.
Have you seen the 20, I don't know what generation Mustang it is, but it's like a 2016 Mustang.
The calculator screen?
Yes, the calculator screen. It's just like...
You can swap those, by the way.
Yeah, you can swap those. So, when I first, like, when I first out of high school, I bought a Mustang. Like every fucking kid does. I wouldn't bought a Mustang.
I mean, I didn't, but sure.
But, like,
I'm just kidding.
Because at the time Mustang was a hype, S650 was out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'm like, damn, I need to get a Mustang. And I went and test drove a couple of them, and they all had little screens, and I couldn't do it. And I was like, so I didn't know you could swap those screens out, because like I said, I'm new to cars. This is my first car. I'm like, man, hell no. Nah. So I went and I didn't get whacked, but like I paid way more than I should have paid for that car. I think it's like I paid like, depending from the little screen to the big screen, I think I paid like extra $5,000 just to get that big screen. But that big screen, that car also came with like leather seats and all that other stuff. So, but at the time, I didn't know. All I needed was that. I had to have that big screen. And on top of that, I didn't even know. Apparently, it's 2017 or newer that gets a freaking CarPlay in those big screens. So I got a big screen that doesn't even have CarPlay, because mine was like a 2016 or whatever. I'd swap out some module and a center armrest to get it. I'm like, dude, I was so hot about that car.
This man needs to have Apple CarPlay.
I gotta have my CarPlays. I have to have CarPlay.
Even his daily has a CarPlay.
It has to have, bro. It's like, what do you mean I gotta look at my fucking phone instead of looking at the direction on my big screen? Like, nah, I don't work like that, bro. I was like, or music is like, oh, I gotta go.
He's got an iPad for a screen in his daily.
Bro, it's gotta, like, you know what's funny? I was actually talking to the GTR Ryan. It's like the GTR didn't come with CarPlay until like 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, so
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so my STI, I'm 1 year shy of when they did the iteration with CarPlay and Android. 2017. So a 2017 that does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
Bro, what? Like
if I wanted that, I'd have to go buy a $450 head unit and replace the head unit.
That's not market or OE?
Oh yeah.
Aftermarket.
Oh no.
And I'll just say this: I don't want to name the company on here, but they reached out to me and they wanted to give me one, but not for the STI, for the Forester. And I just said, I'm good, and I'm not interested in, let's just say, overseas parts.
You want me to tell you something?
And I'll just leave it at that.
No. You want me to tell you something?
Sure.
The CarPlay Sonata, we bought that shit off Amazon for $150. 3 years later, it still works.
Hey, I was gonna say, but it still works.
Yeah, 3 years later, it still works. Here and there, it gets a little buggy. I just have to hit the reset, but it's good. It's like
tap.
little top tap, but it's like. But I'm telling you, it works. It's the Bluetooth is a little finicky, but the CarPlay portion works really good. So, but
dude, you would love then like any new car, because like at least for like, let's say the 22 plus WRXs,
yeah,
the fucking screen is like this. It's huge. It's basically a giant iPad.
I'll tell you this right now. If I ever build like a classic project, it's gonna have a CarPlay.
He's gonna retrofit it in.
Bro, it's like, because that's back to the GTR thing. I love GTRs. Like, they're one of my favorite cars.
It's up there for me too.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's one of my favorite cars. It's not even about the hype. It's just the platform was pushed so well. Like, it's really like, there's a lot of support for it now. Yes, it's expensive, but
bro, every car is expensive when you get into it.
Once you get to certain horsepower. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's one thing I'm gonna say. Like, once you pass like the stock bolt-on parts, almost every car is expensive. So, but the GTR has like a lot of aftermarket support. Not a lot, but like it's been out for so long. There's
And
a
it's
lot.
still there.
Yeah, and it's still there. It's just there's a lot of research that went into it, and some people, because it was a GTR, they were like, oh, it's a GTR. You know what? Let's show it some love, because it was gone from 2000 and it came back in 2008, whatever.
I think so, yeah.
Or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong on the years. I'm not a GTR fanatic, so, but it's just the platform was out for like 15 years, so there's a lot of companies that offer parts for it.
So one company that I think a lot of when I think of GTR is AMS. AMS Performance out of Chicago, Illinois, I think.
T1.
Yes,
T1.
T1. Yeah, T1 Motorsports.
CCO has it, and I forgot his name, but there's this fabricator shop. They also have built some badass GTRs, but they all do really good work. I'm like, I've seen their cars in person. I'm like, damn, this is quality work. I can only imagine how much the customer spent with them, because I'm like, I'll be looking at their engine base. I'm like, it's all Brown and Miller or XRP crimp lines. Like, it's
baller.
It's baller, dude.
It's
I'm
baller.
like, oh crap! It's like it's literally like, it'll be like a line for like a PCV setup, or not a PCV, but like a catch can setup.
Something
Brown and
similar.
Miller, yeah, it's crimped, and I'm like, bro, that line is like $150, but that's hard though, because like that's the type of builds you want to see when you like spend X amount of money. It's like the car already costs like 150 G's.
Yeah, if you're buying a GTR, especially this model, right?
Yeah.
Is like you're more than likely in a different tax bracket anyway.
Yeah. So like, if you're gonna buy a GTR and you're gonna get
And
it
you're
built,
building it.
Yeah, if you're gonna build it, don't take it to a hack shop.
No.
Or they're freaking gonna use rubber hoses and clamps on it. Because I've seen it. No, that's why I'm saying it. In that same exact pattern, I've seen it on a fuel line. It was a push lock hose with a clamp on it for a fuel line.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous.
If
you can afford a GTR, like, if you can, I'm not talking about like, oh, you're living paycheck to paycheck to make car payments on that car.
Right.
If you can actually afford the GTR and mod it,
Build it
spend the money.
right. Yeah.
It's like, I don't care if you send it to T1, CCO, or AMS, or whoever.
When I buy a GTR, it's going straight to workhorse performance.
Oh, yeah. Those guys too. Yeah. So it's like,
My GTR will be as fast as Art is fast.
like, yeah, Art's fast. He knows what he got himself into. He bought the car. He paid X amount, whatever, to build it. The car is out there whipping ass. Like, the car works. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have issues, but when he has issues, he sends it back. They fix it. It comes back. He pays the price. That's just because people need to understand, once you get to a certain horsepower level, the car's gonna break. It's not your builder's fault. It's not the part's fault. It's just shit fails. Like, it's just at that horsepower level, like,
Because he's definitely making over 2,000.
He's probably making like 2,200, I want to say.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah, something ridiculous. Like, cause those cars, like, to be like that caliber of car, like, I wouldn't be surprised if that thing needs to be sent back every 2-3 months to get maintenance done to it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. And it's like, dude, that's a badass GTR. Like, fuck, if I had the money, I'll buy some shit like that. Like, but that's
The
a lot of
carbon
money.
fiber, the purple accents all over
Dude,
it.
I would say, like, people are probably gonna try to hate on me and say, no, you didn't spend that much money. You probably spent $500,000 on that car with the car.
Easily, yes.
Yeah, with the car. If you spend more, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised, because it's like,
My guess
I
would
don't
be
know
$300,000.
huh?
$300,000 worth of
Without
work.
the car.
Yes, without the car.
Without the car. I'm talking about like $500,000 with the car.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, bro, that car is clean. Like, from the reels, I've never seen it in person, so I can't really speak too deep into it. From the reels people made of it, or he made of it, dude, that's a clean ass car. It's like, so even Dan Ruth's car, that's a clean ass car.
The black one.
Yeah, the black one, the
Yeah.
dancer dude.
I know who Dan Rue is. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I never knew he was a car guy. until he did the podcast with the Alpha, whatever.
Street Alpha
The Street
podcast. Yeah.
I always thought he was a TikTok dancer guy. I never knew. Like
People have told me they
not
recognize
in the wrong
him,
way.
yeah.
Not in the wrong way. Like, dude, do what you got to do to get paid. Like, I don't judge anybody. It's like I didn't know he was like. I just know he was a dancer. He made funny dance videos and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Cool. You know, it's funny. And I was like, one day I think he posted a video. No. Before I even seen that podcast, I seen him post a GTR or something, and I was like, cool. Maybe he likes his friends, cool people who have fast cars.
Yeah.
And I've seen that podcast, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know he was a car guy. And like I said, I've seen his TikToks here and there. I never like dug deep into it. I'm like, cool, whatever. That's a sick ass dance move, whatever. I just move on with my day. You know, I don't dig into people's background life, whatever. But I'm like, aside, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's a car guy. So it'd be like I said, another thing I'm gonna say is like, you'd be surprised who's a car guy and who's not.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like it could be like your bank teller could be a car guy, you don't even know about it. But to make that happen, he has to wear a suit and tie to make that money. Not every car guy works on cars.
Never judge a guy in a suit.
Yeah, no, it's like not every car guy works on their own cars. Like some people have regular 9-to-5 jobs, and they make their money that way to pay for their stuff. And
So
some of them-
can you be a car guy without working on your car?
Yes, that's fine. Car guy doesn't mean you have to work on your car. Car guy means you share the love for the car, like or building your own car. Not building your own car, but like building your car that one you have.
have a passion for it.
Your
You have a
vision.
passion for it. Yeah, you have a vision for it.
Yeah, it's like you want to get built right, you know, and you may not have the skills yourself to do so. Then you find someone who does, but
Yeah.
you know, and get it built that way. That's totally fine.
It's
too.
like
I may get some hate on this, but I think we've all talked about it at some point. I think we can all come to a consensus that there are some people, though, that ideally should never be turning a wrench.
yes,
oh
absolutely.
yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Because you see some of the stuff that comes in here, like oh yeah, I started installing it, I couldn't finish it out, and I'm like oh that car or a couple other cars, I'm not gonna mention it, and it's like, and I'm like who did it, and they'll mention the shop's name, and I'm like are you sure that shop did it? You didn't do it? And he's like nah, the shop did it. And at first I didn't believe him. I'm like whatever, this guy probably tried to work on his own car and is blaming another shop so he doesn't look stupid.
But you
And
know what?
Another car came from that shop.
Right,
And
yeah.
another car came from that shop. Another car. And they all kind of had the same symptoms. And I was like, okay, maybe their customers are not lying. Like, it's actually the shop. And I'm like, holy crap. How are you getting away with this? And somebody hasn't sued you or worse.
Or you're still in business.
Not even that,
Yeah,
or worse. Like, I'm
you
talking
still have
about
a
like,
reputation.
yeah, it's like these cars are not cheap. Like, it's like you're taking somebody's money and butchering their work and giving it to them. And I've had a car driving here leaking fuel, and the shop told him was fine.
The M440i?
No, not that car, but something else.
Yeah.
Oh no, that for 40, that's not my problem. But I had a car that drove in here leaking fuel, and I was like, "Hey, bro, what's that smell?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's been smelling like 85 since I got it back from that shop." And I'm like, "Cool, what
Is that the one that was leaking on the cold side?
Yeah, it was leaking on the cold side. And I'm like, what? And I was like, I popped the hood, like the rail is literally pissing fuel out. And I was like, yo, this is not right. Like, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be driving this. You literally could burn this car. But whatever, but I'm telling you, like, it's just people get away with a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of shops because I have a lot of friends that own shops here in Cali, and they do really great work. Like, I've actually, like, there's times where I can't get to a customer's car and stuff like that, or I'll send them that way. I'm like, you know what, hey, bro, I won't be able to do your car because the setup you want is not what I do. Take it to them, they can do it for you. Like, I'm not a fabricator. Like, I don't plan to be, I don't want to be. And I know
Not
shops, yeah. If I get bored enough, I'll pick up a welder, but it's just, I know,
Got an
like,
angle grinder.
so, like, luckily, like, the guy who taught me how to work on car, Lenny from Gear for Speed in Anaheim, he's a fabricator, great fabricator. He's the guy's, when it comes to wiring and stuff like that guy's genius. Like, there's certain cars, I can't do it. I just send him that way. And I'm like, I'm not even going to lie to a customer to get his business. I'll tell him that, hey, bro, I don't feel comfortable doing this job. I could recommend you a really great guy. He's the one who taught me how to work on cars. I can send him that way. So that way, he eats, like, he gets paid, the customer gets a built car, and I keep my name clean. And instead of me taking the job and doing a hack job on it and fucking up somebody else's investment, and now them are like,
Or they expect a certain caliber or level of work.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
like-
can't deliver on it.
yeah, like I said, I'm not a fabricator at the end of the day.
That's, you know what though, that's really respectable.
Yeah.
And I think too bad a lot of people can't have that mentality. Shop owners like yourselves, it's like, okay, well, I don't feel comfortable, but I'm not gonna go ahead and recommend somebody else and put money in their pocket. I'm just gonna assume.
That's another thing. One thing about me is like I said, I know, like, I have friends that are shop owners. They'll send me a customer, I'll send them a customer. Like, I don't do a lot of the older BMW stuff. I don't do that anymore.
Yes.
They're headaches.
Yeah.
Like, they're
And
headaches.
he's talking about the N series motors and the
like
older
E chassis.
S.
Mostly the E chassis and the F chassis.
Yeah.
No, the older F chassis, not the 58 chassis.
Yeah.
It's like, I just don't like working on those cars. It's just I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to. It's not that I can't work on them. Crap, I got started working on cars like with those cars, like N54 stuff. So like it's not that I hate it. It's just I don't want to do it. It's like why would I be stressing myself out to work on a car where I have a friend that has a shop that works on those cars. I could just send him that way. So that way my friend makes money, the customer gets taken care of, and I don't have a headache.
And he can focus more on the LT stuff.
Yeah, LT and BFTA SFTA stuff. So I don't need to like stress myself out working on a car that I don't want to work because I don't want to put money in my friend's pocket. And the other way, like I have friends who have BMW shops and they don't want to work on LT and all that stuff. That's only my way. So it's like everybody could eat. Like there's enough work out there for everybody to eat. But some shops just get greedy and they'll take on jobs and butcher that job. Now that car is gonna end up somewhere else and their name ends up getting trashed. Or you could have just reached out to that shop and like, hey bro, I don't do this work. Can I just send them your way?
Right.
And they'll be like, yeah, send them my way, blah, blah. But hey bro, my buddy's shop here, will take care of you. His name is this is his number. Go handle business with him. Like, I don't work on Mercedes. Like, it's not I don't want to work on it. It's just, I don't.
It's not your cup of tea.
It's not even that. It's like I like Mercedes. I love Mercedes V8. They sound really great. It's just, but that's it though. I'll stop there. It's like they sound really great to me. That's it. I have zero interest in them.
Yeah.
I've worked on a couple of them, and I'm like, it's cool. Like it's a cool experience to work on them because you'll be like, damn, who engineered this? Like, but there's so many other shops that do them. So why would I like get a car, butcher it, and the car's gonna end up at the shop regardless?
Yeah.
Or I could just send them there, save the customer money, so the customer's not scammed, and the other shop does a clean work from a clean start, where instead of they have to fix somebody else's work.
Right.
That's the way I see it. And everybody eats.
Yeah.
Like, but I want to spin back to my previous video with the N54, N55, S55 stuff.
Sure.
Here, I'm gonna need the mic for this one. So I feel like the S55 guys caught astray.
Yeah.
Like S55 guys, I'm not gonna say sorry because it's my opinion at the end of the day. I'm entitled to have an opinion. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it, you don't like me, that's fine. I don't care. The S55 motor is actually a good motor, but everything around it is just junk. Like, so it's like on top of that, bro, just to do a downpipe on that car is like pain in the fucking ass. But you do the downpipe, and to do, it's like, once you do everything to an S55 that motor,
Right.
now the DCT transmission is waiting for you to blow up.
It's true.
So, and it's like, okay, cool, you get a built trans or whatever. Now, how the hell are you gonna hook? Because that chassis doesn't really take it's not wide enough to put a big tire, and the S55 never came X-Drive. So
Right.
the motor is great. And like the chassis itself is great if you want to like road course it or like autocross it, whatever.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
it to
That's
canyon.
what I've heard too.
Yeah, but if you want to roll race it or drag race it, whatever, it's not ideal chassis. There's so much other like any F chassis that comes with a B58, you could get it with X-Drive. It's a torque converter transmission, so you could get the trans built properly.
Right.
It's just the DCT is not ideal. I think that the fastest S55 is like a 9.0 car or 9.1 car when like the B58s are like cracked in the 7s.
Yeah.
So it's like I hated comparing them in that aspect because it's just like a straight line aspect, as people would say it.
Yeah.
But
And
even
people
like,
would say that's a very like narrow-minded or narrow. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks. But like, it's one application they want to say. But that's the thing though. Like, I'll build cars for that application.
But also, so like I was talking to CJ about this as well as Sean, right? It's like, so CJ today was telling me about these cars that he built. Some of them are for endurance racing.
Yeah.
20 minutes of racing. That's a lot of
abuse on that motor.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to be abusing on the car. So, for example, I said my car, my STI, would not survive 20 minutes. But at the same time, that's not what I built my car to do or wanted to do. No. And back to what I know Matt and I have talked about a lot, as well as you, is like people need to have an idea of where they want to end or their end goal, and just specifically focus on that. Right? Is like if you try to do everything. You like a little bit of everything, you don't end up being successful in almost, all of it.
Yeah.
You end up failing. So you got to pick something, focus on that, and be the best.
That's
and something that we've talked about as well, right? Is like
it's the simple saying is like you could be the master of one, you can't, or you're going to end up being the master of none.
Yes.
You can't be the jack of all trades.
You can't. Like, for example, like back to the platform thing is like stick to one platform, master it, maybe perhaps go to another one, but don't try to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's like the road course or like autocross guys or canyon guys. It's like, I don't want to say it's a dying breed, but because there's still people out there. But a majority of the people that are already in there, they already have a car that built for that.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't see a lot of newer people joining that market. It's like, let's just say out of like 100 car people, like 25 of them would do road course. Like most of them just go to roll nights, go to park and chills, or cars and coffee, whatever the case is.
Right.
Usually is the older audience.
Yeah, and That's what I'm saying. So it's like the only reason I even like tailored myself to like the roll racing or drag racing aspect of cars is like because that's where the market is. Like I can't be saying I build road course cars when there's only like 25 people that road course per se versus 75 people that roll race and drag race.
Dude, I mean that, and that's totally respectable because you have to, as a business owner, you have to look at what the demand in the market is.
Yeah, what's gonna keep my doors open?
Yeah,
that's what it is at the end of the day. It's
and like for me, right? So like back to the S series motors, right,
Yeah.
on the older chassis. So for me, I personally think the E46 M3 is one of my favorite M3s.
Oh, those are cool.
I mean, it's
I love
nice.
those,
I
yeah.
also like the E92 M3s, even though they have, I think, rod bearing issues.
Rod bearing issue, yeah.
But right, it's like if I bought today an E46 M3, I would not buy that car with the intention of I want to go as fast as possible in a straight line, right?
Yeah, you spend a lot of money.
Yeah, and for me, but it's like back to the thing is like, okay, well, look at the G20, the G80.
Yeah.
Like there are now cars, even the X4Ms, whatever you want to say, right? Is like there's now cars in the BMW realm where it's like if I want to go fast in a straight line, I should go to that car instead of this car.
Yeah. No, it's
And it's like I want to make that power with the less amount of effort and
less
to
amount of
make
money.
make my life as easy as possible.
yeah. It's another thing too is like when it comes to like, oh, do I pick a M340i or an M3, whatever like that? As I always tell people, it's like, do you have the money for an M3? Simple as that. If you have the money for an M3, buy an M3.
Because those monthly payments gonna hit.
Yeah, those monthly payments going to hit. You're going to be eating Maruchan. No, you're going to be eating Maruchan when the payments hit because I know insurance ain't cheap either.
Nope.
So, but that's the thing though. Like for you to make 700 wheel on a B58 car versus 700 wheel on an S58 car, it's way cheaper on an S58 car, but the car itself is expensive.
Right.
So for you to hit like a 700 wheel, you're gonna need PI and some type of hybrid turbo on a B58. On a S58, you just need a downpipe on an E50 tune from whatever tuner you're gonna go with.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan's told me like if you make 700 with the downpipe and email whatever on a S58,
Yeah.
it's like you pop the hood, looks stock.
No, it literally just took stock, which is more California friendly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like you want to look as stock as possible, but not everybody got 70, 80 G's, 100 G's laying around to go buy, or they can afford a monthly payment for a $100,000 car. Some they can afford maybe for a $50,000 car, but not a $100,000 car. So it's all like what you can afford and what you can pull off.
Right.
And if you all you can afford is an M340, go build that M340. Like don't be in a comment section say, oh, you should have got an M54. No. Go build that M340. It's like, it's not even, you know what pissed me off? I know I have nothing against M54. I have against the community.
Okay.
No, because like, they almost like spread false information.
Okay.
It's like, they were like, oh, M54 is the greatest motor, yada, yada. I'm like, I have no doubt about that. M54 is a good motor. It's just, how much money do you have to spend on it after you buy the car before you can even mod it?
So I wish Ryan was here, BMW Ryan.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between the N54 and the N55?
I don't want to dig too deep into it, but like
Yeah,
if you want to
sure.
touch the bases, it's like twin turbo versus single turbo. I think like the N55 is a single turbo, twin scroll turbo, and the N54.
I think the N54 has a little bit higher of a ceiling as well.
Yeah, of
think
course the
Sean-
motor, the N54 motor will hold more than the N55 motor.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I meant.
So no.
Both the N series motors do use those piezoelectric injectors. Right?
Yeah, no. So the N55 injectors are actually a little bit better, but the problem is like the N54 injectors, the Index 12s, they're like. So from what Ryan was telling me, the prices went up.
So what does that mean for someone that doesn't know, like myself even? What does Index 12 mean?
So and I think like when N54 came out, there was like 3 different variants injectors, or like
Sure.
they made updates, whatever. There was Index 6, the first one they came out with, and
Okay.
Index 9 and Index 12. I don't know if it's Index 6 or Index whatever. Don't quote me on that, but there's 3 different heritage.
Okay.
Index 12 is the sought after injector. That's the one that works. That's the one that has least problem. And last time I checked, those injectors were like $3,000 or $4,000 for the set.
Wow. For a set of 6.
Yeah, for a set of 6, they were like $3,000 or $4,000. So you're telling me you got to, let's just say, I don't know how much 335is or whatever go for. Let's just say the car you bought it for $7,000-8,000.
Yeah, I'd say that's like average, especially in SoCal market. Like I'd say 9 to 12,000.
Let's just say the cheapest one, $90,000.
Yeah.
So you bought the car.
Yeah.
Now you got to go get injectors, most likely before you even mod it. Like I wouldn't bank on those injectors lasting for shit.
I also, what I've realized, spending more time here at the shop and just being around the BMW stuff, I've noticed I feel like the failure rate on the high pressure pumps are very high.
It's,
Or like there's just a lot of issues that come with the high pressure
so
pumps.
a lot of like the BMW stuff, the DI stuff is better. Don't get me wrong, it's way better now, but they still have little issues here and there.
Sure.
It's like
Yeah.
on the B50 stuff, I've seen a lot of like injectors leaking, and like they really sound like a chopping tractor, like brah, brah, at idle sitting. Oh, like, what the fuck? And it's like that we know it's injector leaking right away, but it's gotten better. Like from N54 to now, dude, it's like light years ahead. But I'm telling you, like, you buy the car for $9,000. Let's just say $9,000, the cheapest. You have to buy injectors now. $3,000 there. Prices went up actually, but let's just say $3,000.
Yeah,
From
sure.
the last time I've checked. Yeah, you have 12 already. And you got to do like coil packs, like, and the stock ones, they're not that great. We usually switch them out to Eldor coils. You got to do spark plugs. You got to do the water pump because that shit's gonna leak sooner or later.
It's also plastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, but if you paid somebody to do all this work and stuff like that, you're like $16,000 of parts and labor.
That's crazy. For an
could-
old car too.
Yeah. Now you gotta get to modding it. You know, so you do a downpipe, stage 2 low pressure fuel pump, and you get to it on E40, E50, whatever. I don't care. You're gonna make what, like 450, 470? That's what it is. And an F chassis B58 car, like a 2016, 2017, I've seen them around $18,000, give or take. Like, you could even be picky and like you can negotiate your way down. I just seen them at $18,000. I'm not. That's cheap as I've seen. Yes, the car's double the price, but $200 downpipe, and then email to him from somebody else. And all you have to change on that car is spark plugs. Get to him for E50, you'll make close to 500 wheel, if not more. And the car is newer interior, newer updated. I think it's like an update or something, or a coder has to code and you can get CarPlay.
That's crazy.
So,
Banger deal right
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's just the community spread is like, oh, M54 is easy power. Yeah, if everything else is maintained, it's an easy power, don't get me wrong. But you got to spend like, especially if you're not somebody doing your own labor, you're going to spend a bag before you even get to mod the car.
Absolutely.
So at that point,
Yeah.
it's like, is it really worth it though? Is it really worth it to buy the M54 chassis? It's like, don't get me wrong, I still love a 335 IS. It's still like one of my favorite BMW cars, but I'm gonna spend a bag before, like, it's almost like, it's not even worth it. And those Index 12, there's no guarantee they won't leak. Like 6 months from now, they might leak, and you're still gonna spend another 3 Gs to get them repaired. Replaced.
I don't know if that car is still rolling around or if it's still, in one piece, let's say. But my favorite 335i or IS, whatever, is the one that I was telling you about, the 2JZ one.
Oh, Reese?
Yes.
Dude, that car's gangster. I forgot the guy who built it, but dude,
I think Mo.
Mo, whatever.
Yeah, Mo.
He put work on that car. I heard they built it in like 5-6 days, whatever, because
heard, yeah.
they had to make it Texas 2K. And I'm like, bro, a whole totally different engine, different transmission, different ECU, done in 5-6 days, ready for Texas. And they still have to ship it from New York, Texas. So I'm pretty sure those 5-6 days is part of the shipping. And
Yeah.
dude, I'll give it to him. Like, I forgot to
He-
say,
I think-
Petrol Works, whatever.
Yeah, Mo from
Bro,
Petrol Works,
I'll
yeah.
give him props. Like, I'll show respect where respect's due. Like, I'll give him respect. Hats off to him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I have nothing against it. It's just a community tells people false information. They were like, so let's just say a kid that just graduated high school. He's reading on the forums. 335i is the best car to get right now. Boom, boom, boom. All you need is a downpipe and a E50 tune or E40 tune and low pressure fuel pump. You'll be set. He's gonna buy the car's biggest pile of shit he ever had because water pumps leaking, injectors are leaking, cars just falling apart. Now you're kind of pushing that kid away from being into cars now because spending all this money to keep the car running.
I feel like the biggest misconception is that when people always say like, "Oh, well, I did it myself, so there is no
Yeah.
labor." Like, no, time is money. It doesn't matter if you're paying yourself or not. It's the fact that you took time out of your day to do it, versus you could have been doing something else with your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Matt saying is like, oh, it only cost me $20,000 to make 1,000 horsepower or something.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like Matt built the car himself, so he saved a lot of money on the parts. I mean, on the labor. So all he had to do was pay for parts. But
Maybe a little bit on parts.
yeah, that's the different story.
one-time thing.
Yeah,
It's a different story, but it's like Matt did the labor himself.
Yeah.
So he saved a lot of money there, because if a shop is gonna do it for you, they're gonna charge you what it costs to do that job. So it's not gonna cost you 20 grand. It might cost you 30 grand to build that 1,000 horsepower. Now all of a sudden, Matt's spreading false information too, because you can't say you can't go on like a forum or say like, oh, it only cost me 20 grand to make 1,000. Break it down. Break it down for people, and all you're gonna see is parts list, no labor.
Yeah, like just off the top of my head, I mean, let's say, and that's on the cheap side of labor, let's say 150 an hour. Dude, I mean, I've probably easily put over 100 hours on my car.
There you go. But that's another thing.
I'm sure you guys have
a lot of
as well.
shops, like, I don't bill my customers by hours. Like, for certain stuff, it doesn't make sense.
Flat
for me
rate.
to yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's not even flat rate.
It's just like, there's just a certain rate to do a certain job, and I think I just charge them that. Like, I could go into that more in depth, but it's like, I got something to explain about that, but I just give them a price. I'm like, hey, look, bro, it's this much to do it. It's like, oh, what's your hourly? I'm like, trust me, you don't want me to charge you hourly for this job, because it's gonna be way more than whatever this is.
Right.
And I've seen like
Is that on the BMW side or the LS?
both of them.
Okay,
It's like
both.
for certain jobs, I just have like a flat, like a set number for it. I'm like, look, it's gonna cost you this much because it's just a lot of stuff you can't bill by the hour because then you're just fucking the customer over. Yeah, you're literally fucking the customer over. It's like if I charge you by the hour to do a cam job, bro, you're gonna pay like a lot, like because I pull the motor out, I clean all that shit. So if you have a timer rolling, that's gonna be like way over what I actually charge.
Right.
That's another thing I want to talk about because I saw an invoice from a different shop.
Okay.
Because a customer DM me on Instagram. I don't know where you got my Instagram. He DM me. He's like, hey, bro, I want to cam my SS. And I'm like, hey, for cam jobs, labor is flat out X amount.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, so-and-so, I think they quoted him like $350, $400 under me. It's like, so-and-so quoted me this much. And I'm like, hey, bro, by all means, take it to them. Like, no hard feelings. Like, because I didn't spend time laying out what parts to order and stuff like that. So there was no time invested. So I'm like, by all means, take it there.
Plus, I'm sure you're very busy anyway.
Yeah, I'm busy. It's like, I don't need to like haggle. I don't haggle prices. I don't give a fuck. But like, I generally don't give a fuck about that shit. And he texted me like, I think they finished his car, whatever. He texted me. He's like, hey, bro, I took it to the shop. I took it to him. They ripped me off. And I'm like, how did they rip you off? Well, the price they gave me was just to swap out the cam. They charge him for doing the springs on the head. That was the extra charge. The trunnion on the rocker arms, they charge him for that. And there was like $150 charge for measuring the push rod length.
Maybe I should start doing that.
And no. That's why I was like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, his bill was like,
Man,
wait.
they really itemized that one.
They itemized.
Yeah.
And that's like, let's just say it was.
Charges per blink?
No, it's like, let's just say, I'm just going to throw a rough number out there. Let's just say I quoted them $3,000 and they quoted him $600. And they're like, there was itemized stuff like resealing the oil pan. They charge him for that. Bro, they literally like itemized that shit down. And his bill came out to like $4,400 or $4,300.
Wow.
Per ounce of RTVUs?
Bro, I wanted to ask that. I'm like, oh, you know, like that $3,000 labor I quoted you, and I was like, yeah, that's to do everything. Like it's a cam kit, like a proper cam kit. In my opinion, it's gotta have a trunnion. Of course, I'm putting a new cam in, and I'm gonna measure the push rods. Like I'm not just gonna toss push rods in and call it a day, because each head is different. I wouldn't know that. Of course, I'm gonna reseal the pan because I'm taking the pan off to do the cam anyways.
Right.
Because I have to take the oil pump off to get the timing chain off, the whole 9 yard. So of course I took it off. I'm gonna reseal it for you. I always tell people, I'm like, I'm taking the motor out. I'm gonna reseal everything. So if you have like, I always tell them like, if you want to get a converter or you want to do a clutch, it's just extra X amount because I'm not gonna charge you full price because I already have the motor out of the car.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
I don't itemize down and get them. So people will say like, oh, your price is expensive, but yeah, I'm just charging you flat out what it costs. Like whatever I told you is whatever you're gonna pay when it comes to it.
You get a lot for that initial engine R&R.
Yeah, it's like I charge you initial engine R&R and that's it. But that guy, like I said, took it there. He got whacked over the head for the extra like $1,400 when I quoted him. It was like, oh yeah, they fucked me over. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that sucks, bro. That's the only thing I can say. What do you mean tell him? Like,
Yeah, it's not like you forced him to go there.
yeah, I didn't force him to go there.
Yeah.
I gave him a choice. Yeah, he had a choice. He took it there. He got it wrong, walked over the head. Or like I've seen shops where they oversell stuff. And he was like, oh, like most of our like the cams we use is like the BTR 25 for the LT stuff.
Yeah, Brian
And-
Tooley Racing. Yeah.
Brian Tool Racing. And a lot of shops will shove like a force customers to get converters. If it's an auto. I've never put a converter on a 225 cam. And they don't jerk at lights. They drive literally like stock car. But they're like, no, you need a converter. And the cars drive, and they spec out like a super loose converter, like a 4400 stall. I'm like, why the hell do you need a 4400 stall on a cam that small?
Right.
And I was like, I never understand it. They oversell stuff. And I'm like, yeah, cool. You have a converter now. You don't even like driving the car because it's all over the place. And I was like, oh, so-and-so said, or oh my God. I don't even want to mention a customer. I recommended it something. Let's just leave it at something.
Sure.
And then he went and asked, I don't know who he asked, but he was like, hey, so-and-so told me I need to use this. And I'm like, I didn't reply. I just left him on scene. Texted me a day later. He's like, so you think I should do it? Left him on scene. Because you hit me up asking for my opinion, right? I gave it to you. If you go ask another shop and they give you a separate opinion, then why are you DMing me back saying, it's like, what do you think about this? I'm like, I'm not going to badmouth that shop.
Right.
Because I'm not in that business. Because crazy enough, I'm actually cool with that shop. So their opinion. I'm not going to say anything about it.
Sure.
Then 3 months go by. I didn't talk to the guy, whatever. I get a DM again. It was like, hey, bro. Oh, I did what the other shop told me. Now my car's driving funny. Left him on scene again. DM me again. Like, spam texting me. Like, I'm talking about, like, you know when it says 4+ on IG?
Yeah.
I got that. I'm like, damn, what is this? I open it. I was like, boom. So, bro, what do you think? I'm like, what do you think? What do you think, bro? What do you think? What do you think? Literally, what do you think? What do you think? Like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, I reply back and I'm like, look, bro, I told you what, from my personal experience, what works.
Right.
You listen to somebody else, you took it to their shop, the car's worse now. What do you want me to do? Like, you want me to waste my time and talk to you about, I'm like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, just for you to take some other shop, get a different opinion. Why would I waste my time? And it's like, and at the same time, I hate blocking people. Like, I hate doing that shit. Like, I don't want to block people. Like, I don't care, just, I don't want to block people.
Right.
But, damn, like, sometimes, like, I'm about to block the guy. It's like, and I've never met him. And he's not my customer. It's just, if you're going to, like, back to my story, like, pick a shop and stick with them. If your car is acting worse, take it back to them. Have them fix it. If the shop is respectable enough, which the shop you went to, they're respectable. I've seen their work. They actually do good work. I genuinely think there's some miscommunication somewhere between the customer and the shop.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. So, or, like, I think they might have misdiagnosed it, but from what it is, it doesn't sound like a misdiagnose. I think there's just a miscommunication between the shop and the customer. So I'm like, just take it back to the shop and have them fix it. Like, if a shop reputable enough, with a good reputation, charges you to do something and doesn't fix it, they'll gladly try to fix it. They won't charge you over the head or, like, charge you a ridiculous amount to fix it. They'll be like, oh, crap, we did this, it didn't fix it. Let's try this to fix it. That's just part of diagnosing the car. So if you pay somebody, and like I said, they have good reputation. I know that shop personally. They have good reputation. I've seen their work. They really do good work. Just take it back to them. I'm pretty sure that shop doesn't know. He's asking other people that the car's fucked up right now.
Yeah, or like the shop that I used to work at, let's say we had a comeback, right?
Yeah.
If that comeback was related in any way to the thing we were solving or working on, yeah, 100% we're going to cover it. But if it's a new issue separate from what we originally touched, of course we're going to charge you.
We're going to charge you, yeah. But you guys were upfront with it, though. Like, hey, we didn't do this. This is an issue. It costs this much to fix it. A lot of shops are like that. I mean, there's some shady shops that'll just charge you for shit out of pocket. Bro, there's times where I've diagnosed cars after, like, 2-3 weeks after I finished building it. It'll come in and say, hey, bro, my car's doing this all of a sudden. I'm like, cool, it didn't do it on the dyno. Cool, it took it like 3 weeks to do it. I'm like, maybe I missed something or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
It'll come. I'll take a look at it. I'm like, hey, bro, hate to tell you this. Like, I hate telling people because I don't want customers to think I'm scamming them. I'm like, hey, it's this. It has nothing to do with what I did. It's going to cost you this much to fix it. Since you're a returning customer, I'll hook you up. Like, I'll take care of you because you didn't even get to enjoy the car. Because I feel bad now.
Right.
Because I just gave you the car and the car's acting up. I'll give you a discount. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't my fault, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't.
Let's talk about that situation where someone tried to blame us for something, but then a simple zip tie gave it away.
Bro, so I cut my zip ties a certain way.
Sure.
And we only use certain color zip ties.
Yeah, I only use black zip ties. I cut them a certain way. Even when I put my intakes on, the hose clamps face a certain way.
All in the same direction.
All in the same direction, facing a certain way. So this was like, fuck, when we first started, huh? When we first started here, yeah. So this car left our shop. It was gone for like 4 months, maybe 3-4 months, gone. Like, whatever, cool. He texted us, he's enjoying the car, yada yada. I've seen him outside. He's enjoying the car. Then he came back. He's like, hey, you guys fucked up my car. It's doing this. I'm like, cool. Pull up. Let's take a look at it. I popped the hood. I'm like, who worked on this car? And he was like, oh, you guys are the last person. I'm like, bro, you don't have to lie to me. Like, right away, I could tell somebody else worked on this car. And he's like, why? Like, first of all, I don't use the white zip ties. And second of all, somebody took this intake off. It's facing the wrong way. And he was like,
try all the clamps are in.
Like I said, I do mine. Like, maybe it's an OCD or some shit. I cut zip ties a certain way. I put my clamps a certain way. It's just I tuck hoses a certain way.
Yeah, ADHD is fine.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. So it's like when somebody else touches my work, I'll know. I'm like, but don't lie to me. Like, let's just say your buddy helped you change your oil or your catch can, whatever. Just tell me that. It's like, oh, so-and-so helped me do this, and my car's acting funny. I probably won't even charge you to take care of whatever the issue was. Just don't lie to me. When you lie to me, that shit pisses me off. Now it's like, I'm not even interested in working on the car anymore. I'm like, if you're lying to me about this, when a car has issues, you're probably lying to somebody saying, I built a car and it's having issues.
Right.
So it's just bad for my reputation. And, like, you're going to look like an idiot when I prove you wrong. Just don't lie to me. Say, hey, bro, we tried to do this. We fucked up. Can you help us? By all means, bro, swing by. I'll show you what to do. Like, but just don't say. And most of the time, like, I've had another car, actually, recently. Not recently, but like 6 months ago. Same thing. Did the car, did everything. Car left. Took it to some other shop. They removed the intake to do something.
Yeah.
Which I don't care. Like, I might be busy sometimes, or it could be simple maintenance, and you don't have to bring it to me to do that, like, you know. But the car came back. It's like, hey, bro, I think there's something wrong with the tune. So right away, like, trying to blame the tuner.
Yeah.
And I was like, I popped the hood, and I'm like, the coupler is not seated all the way onto the intake after the map sensor. So I was sucking in a meter there. And I was like, It's all good. I fixed it.
I'm
I'm like,
where it was on the bottom.
and I'm like, go drive it. Drives it like, my car's fine, bro. And I'm like, you two guys took out the intake. I swear I didn't take it out. I'm like, bro, don't lie to me. Like, I hate that shit. It's just, I fix it for you, no charge for you, whatever. Just, if you're gonna touch the car, don't lie to me. Just say it's like, hey, bro, we did this, and this is the outcome now. Is there any way you can help me fix it? Don't go blaming it. Oh, there's something wrong with the tune. Tune doesn't go bad. Like, you were tuned like 5 months ago. How the hell is it going bad now?
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of times like, hey, I think there's something wrong with the tune. 6 months later? Like, oh my God, you got over an air update for a car that didn't even have over an air update? Like, you gotta be shitting me. Bro.
Tune doesn't go bad.
Bro, it's like, or like, where I'm saying like, oh yeah, there's something wrong with my tune. Bro, I did your car like 2 years ago. We tuned it 2 years ago. What do you mean it's going bad? And it's like,
they want to prove the whole bit flip theory.
bro, don't even get me started on that. But like, it's just like, tune does not go bad. So how the hell is the car that got dynoed here 6 months ago or a year ago, all of a sudden the tune went bad?
And then it's funny, you'll hear the inverse of that, right? You'll hear like, oh, Sean tuned my car, or this, whatever. It could be any tuner, but tuner tuned my car, and it's been running on that same tune. Parts have not changed. Nothing else has changed, and it's been running great for 4 years.
Yeah, dude. I've had a customer reach out to me like when I first started. He texted me like recently. He's like, hey, bro, I just wanted to, because it was my birthday a couple of days ago. He texted me happy birthday, and it's like, hey, bro, thank you for the wonderful work you did on my car. It's still running. I was like, holy crap, I'll check the conversation. Conversation's from 2022, bro. Like, and I was like, bro, I love seeing that. Or like when I was running to people outside, and it's like, hey, bro, how you doing? I'm like, oh crap, how's the car? And he's like, bro, car's running wonderful, yada yada. I'm like, I love seeing that. Or like I saw a comment on Sean's that one of says like, oh, you tuned my car like 8 years ago or 7 years ago, still running. I'm like, but I love stories like that, because those are the people like that make you want to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
because like
definitely,
they know what they want. They'll build a car the way they want, and they'll get it tuned, and they don't touch it. They leave it alone. The car runs phenomenal.
Or they'll just do like basic maintenance.
Yeah, basic. They do. Of course, you gotta do the
We
maintenance.
expect you to do basic.
Yeah, you got it. We expect.
You don't have to
do
bring
your
it
maintenance. Yeah. Do your maintenance. Like,
check your cabin filter.
yeah, it's like I have customers that live far.
Like that one guy.
Yeah, I don't want him driving down here for an oil change. Like, with all due respect, like, I don't want you like.
Even though he will.
Yeah, he'll come down here, but I feel bad. It's
Right.
like,
He'll buy you food.
yeah, like it's like it's to the point. It's like I just charge him the prices of whatever it costs me to get the oil, because I genuinely feel bad because he's driving X amount of hours to get here.
Yeah.
I love he comes here. He's a good friend of mine. Like, you know, I love hanging out with that guy.
Good stories.
But yeah, it's a good time. It's generally a good guy. I hang out with him on weekends. He's a good friend of mine. But it's just, I feel bad that he's driving like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, now we have a friend that opened a shop an hour in between. I told him like, bro, simple maintenance, just take it to him. It's not I don't want to do it. It's just I don't want you driving down here.
I'm trying to save you time.
Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to save you time. I'm trying to save you a headache of getting pulled over, the whole nine yards, traffic. So
Chips in the windshield.
yeah, and he's like, he understands that. Like, he respects that. It's like, I'm like, bro, like, my friend opened the shop in the middle of like, between me and him.
Yeah.
I'm like, take it there. We're all friends there. I'm like, take it to him, bro. It's like, his friends been into my shop. Like, we're all cool friends. So it's like, there's no reason for you to drive 2 hours for me to do an oil change. Like,
Yeah.
I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I respect customers like that. It's just, there's certain things like, if a simple, like, everyday mechanic can fix it, just have him take care of it. Like, even call me on a FaceTime call. I'll explain to him if it's like simple stuff. But if it's like something where you explain it to me and I'm like, oh yeah, make sure nobody touches to bring it to me. So they don't make a bigger mess, and I have to clean up the mess, and I have to charge you for cleaning up that mess. You know what I'm saying? So
Because it's going to cost double. It's going to cost double.
If I have to fix somebody else's fuck up, like, why am I hooking you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I've had a customer, I don't even want to mention names. I'm not going to mention names, whatever. Car came from some other shop, like, fucked up. And I'm like, hey, what happened? And he was like, oh, so-and-so tried to do for me. And I'm like, I'll read through my messages. I'm like, you got a quote from me to do this job. Like, I'll read through it. I'm like, damn, I actually took my time, sent you what parts you need. And you ordered the parts and you took it somewhere else, and the car's fucked up. And you expect me to hook you up. Like, I didn't make the initial money. Why am I going to hook you up now?
Make that make sense.
Yeah, make it make sense. I'm like, I got to eat. Like, you know?
You definitely getting charged full price.
No, like, you're getting full... No, I got to fix the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And that shit like that, you get billed by the hour. Now, however long it takes me to fix it, however long I'm billing you, because I'm diagnosing somebody else's fuck up.
It's an unknown.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm getting myself into. So I was like, yeah. And I'm like, it pisses me off when I go through the messages. I'm like, that's another thing. I'm like, I don't like giving quotes over the phone. You have to text me.
A lot of shops, I realized, don't like that.
Yeah, because
something just written down.
Yeah.
It could be text, it could be email.
or I got sent you an invoice of some sort,
Yeah.
but it has to be like a proof that I'm like, nah, because I don't want a car coming in here. Let's just say I do a full bill on it, and they were like, nah, over the phone you told me you're gonna charge me X amount, but the bill is this amount. I'm like, nah, there's a big discrepancy right here, so I don't want to deal with that. I'm like, when they say, oh, you so and so, I'm like, boom, bro, I told you this much. So I don't want to deal with that. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with that, but I'm also don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
It's just like, so it pisses me off when I go through the messages and I'll read them. I'm like, oh, shoot, I gave you code. I told you what parts to order. Oh, that's crazy.
Whole shebang.
Yeah, I'm like, I spent
That was
time.
free.
I don't charge people to give them like specs of parts they need to order or whatever. I don't care. Some shops need a deposit. I'm like, I generally don't care. I don't take, even when it comes to like building cars, you pay when you pick up the car. Labor.
Yeah.
Parts, you have to pay up front. I don't care. I'm not upfronting parts no more. Like, I don't want to get burned on it. I just don't upfront parts no more. But labor, you pay when you pick up. It's like, I've had customers offer me that come from different shops, like, hey, you want me to pay you the half now? And I'm like, what half? They're like, for the labor. I'm like, nah, bro, you pay when you pick up the car.
Right.
Because,
It makes the most sense.
yeah, it's like,
It puts trust, between the person working on your car and
no, if a shop is taking like at least like half up front from you for labor, yeah, your car's gonna be sitting there for a while.
yeah.
Or if they tell you like, oh, I need labor money to start working on your car, throw your car out of there.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Take your car somewhere else. Because I've seen it. When people will pay for labor up front, the car will literally sit in a corner collecting dust.
Yeah, I mean, so when I did my entire rebuild on my car, when I took it to the guy that rebuilt my car, which did great work, by the way, I bought my short block myself. I took it to him. I also bought oil pan, pickup baffle. I bought a lot of stuff
Yeah.
I wanted to do, but not mod-wise. It's basically just reliability mods, right,
Okay,
like
yeah.
that. And I paid for all that, and I think the only thing left to pay for was labor and a few miscellaneous things.
Yeah, it's miscellaneous stuff I'll cover
But
too.
even then, like, I think the fact that I paid for the short block, which was, I think, probably 5 out of the 11 grand I paid for with all the other goodies, it's like that was my deposit. Because,
Yeah,
like, I
'cause-
paid for the block up front.
I have your parts and your car here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
100%.
like I said, it's like, there's no reason for a shop to take labor from you up front.
No.
Like, unless the only time it's acceptable for a shop to take labor from you up front is, let's just say, I'm doing a twin turbo car. I need to get a charge pipe fabricated and a downpipe fabricated. That, I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do it. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fabricator. I'm outsourcing that work now.
Yeah.
So, of course, I have to pay that guy. That time, I'll collect that labor money from you.
I think when it comes to heavy fabrication work like that, I think whatever time that is initially expressed is like maybe just set up some kind of payment plan just so fabrication side. Look, it's not cheap. It's
Yeah, fabrication expense.
someone's
Good
somebody-
fabrication is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that. Let's just say I have to get like a custom drive shaft made for your car. So they have to come down here, measure it. They have to make the drive shaft and bring it. Like, I'm not upfront in that.
Hey,
I'm sorry, but
custom is expensive.
yeah. So stuff like that is the only time you'll see me collecting labor price upfront.
being a one-off special is also
Yeah, being one off is expensive. Being the first is expensive. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, so I always tell them like, if a shop, yeah, so if a shop
Yeah.
is collecting labor price from you upfront, I'll think twice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
dude,
I
I've heard of horror stories, at least in the Subaru world as well, around shops around the LA County, let's just say, that I will not mention. This is like, yeah, my car's been sitting for 3-4 months. It's like, dude,
No,
yeah, like there's certain signs at which point, like, I should have recognized those signs and maybe, like you said, tow your car out of there.
like the other time you'll see me collecting money for labor is like, let's just say I have to take your block to a machine shop. Of course, you gotta pay for it.
It makes sense though. It's for tangible things.
Yeah.
That, like,
So
look,
if I have to outsource the work, you gotta pay for it. I'm sorry, but that's just I'm not
we're
gonna.
not pocketing.
You know, we're not
Someone
pocketing.
else is gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I'll show you the invoice from that shop straight up. Like, every time I ask money from them, they always send the invoice. I'm like, hey, look, this is how much they charge me. Just sell me the money because I'm not, or come drop off the cash. I'm not.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
dude-
not gonna upfront somebody else's labor.
I mean, dude, like if for example, like if it was my car and I was a customer of yours, or sorry, vice versa, you were a customer of mine and you needed whatever done to your car that's like $2,000, let's say machine shop,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, dude, like I don't want to pay $2,000 out of my own pocket. You know,
No.
like I'm not Jeff Bezos here.
No, it's not even that. It's just
I
don't-
also want to just cover my end.
no, it's not even
Yeah.
that. Let's just say I paid for the machine shop, whatever, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
The block's done, everything's done. You want to pick it up. It's like now. It's like, what if I forgot about it?
Right.
Now I'm at whatever, 2 grand, 1,500, whatever the case is. And let's just say I remember 6-7 months from now, I'm like, oh crap, that motherfucker owes me like $1,500. I'm gonna text you, you're gonna block me. I know this. Like, shit. Either you're gonna ignore me or block me, because your car's not at my shop no more. I got nothing to hold on to. Your motor's gone already. So I'm out $1,500 for no reason.
Right.
So it eliminates that, and it eliminates the he say, she say thing. It's like, hey, you quoted me.
Telephone game.
Yeah, you quoted me 3 grand swap out my motor. Where's this extra 2 grand from? Machine shop. Oh, you didn't tell me about. No. You paid for it. So I was like, I don't have to add it to the invoice now.
It's right up front.
Yeah, it's right up front. So it eliminates like just the whole like.
All the BS.
Yeah, he say, she say. Like, you can ask any of my customer. I don't think I've had a falling out with the customer. If I did, I don't know about it. Like, because every time I don't even think I've had a falling out. I've had one close one, but it was just a miscommunication. Like, it was just, when I always tell people, like, there's no emotion behind the text. So he thought,
English.
yeah, he thought I was blowing him off when I told him, hey, bro, I'm busy. I can't get to your car right now. So
You've told me a similar story too.
Yeah.
It's like some people just don't understand the concept of, hey, I'm really busy at this current moment.
Yeah.
But I will call you when I get a chance.
In those cases, I legit take a video of the shop. I'm like,
No, it's-
where do you want me to put your car? Like,
Yeah,
that's
we're slammed.
That's not how that works here.
Yeah, we don't. That's another thing. We don't keep cars outside.
Yeah.
Like, your car is always going to be inside. So it's
At least here where we're located, it's definitely the best option.
not even that. Even if it was safe outside, I still wouldn't put it outside.
It's just, we have enough of that integrity of, like, look, the sun destroys a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Like-
let's keep it out of the sun if possible.
Like Corvette dashes, the C7 dashes,
Oh, man.
dude, they get destroyed in the sun. Like, they get like trashed sitting in the sun.
Cooked.
Yeah. So it's like, and a lot of people they take really good care of their paint. Why is it sitting outside collecting dust? There's no reason for it. So your car stays inside when I have it here. Like, if it's outside,
Just
I'm
to
moving.
point out, that's dust from the track.
Yeah,
So
this is not from us. This is not from us. It was at the track and got a little dusty. But yeah, but that's literally what it is. So when we're busy, like, so literally, like, I heard him badmouthing me to somebody else. And I called him, like, yo, what's going on with this? And he was like, oh, you kept blowing me off. And I'm like, dude, I'm not blowing you off. Literally, the shop is full. I FaceTimed him. I'm like, look, I'll get to you whenever I get one of these cars. And I can't give you a direct date because I'm waiting on parts on one of the cars. So I can't really do anything about it. It was like, then that kind of like patched things up. I was like, oh, my bad. Like, I thought you were just blowing me off. And he apologized. He was cool about it. Cool. Car came, fixed it. Car was gone. Like,
My favorite thing that I've encountered on the dyno side of the stuff over there at the shop is people that call in expecting that we can tune the car same day, especially on a Saturday. It's like Saturday is by far the
busiest day is here, dude. Like,
Yeah.
good luck finding parking in here.
Even last Saturday was a disaster.
Yeah, dude, there was like finding parking. But that's good though. Like,
It's good.
Yeah. Staying busy is really good. It's like, it literally shows on my Instagram, I'm appointment only. So that's another thing. When people cancel on appointments or like they don't give me a heads up and they just blow me off, I just block them. I hate blocking people, like I said,
waste
but
of
I'll block
time
them.
and, like,
No.
scheduling wise too.
I'll block them because
So why not just take a deposit? For example, like my tattoo artist doesn't take deposits from me because we've been really cool.
Yeah.
But if it's a random person he doesn't know, of course he's gonna take a deposit because he took time to draft up the artwork. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So deposit when an appointment, I don't take them because there's people waiting to get onto the appointments.
I see.
So I just shift it over. So it doesn't. I might be down for a day or two where I don't have I don't have a car to work on, but it's just like there was a car supposed to be there. Now I'm just finishing up something else that I was gonna finish some other time. So it's not about that. Let's just say I gave you, oh, you gotta be here May 25th, right? You missed that deadline. Don't
Right.
hit me up like in freaking June trying to get you in. You missed that deadline. I'll let you know when I have opening. Or I might not
At the
even.
end of the line.
Or if you piss me off enough, like if I like people, like I've had a customer, he's like, hey bro, I know I'm supposed to bring my car in 2 weeks, but I'm still waiting on this part. It's still not here yet. What do you want to do? And I'm like, cool. I'll give him another 2 weeks out because I can shift. I usually take customers in every 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll move somebody over and does this 2 weeks work for you? He's like, perfect. I love customers like that. He let me know way in advance and I was able to make something happen. Now he's not at the back of the line. I just shifted somebody over and I gave that spot to somebody.
I see. Yeah.
So it's like, as long as you give me like a week's heads up, I won't like ignore you and put you on a burner.
Don't ask the day before.
Yeah, don't ask the day before. Like I'm like, hey bro, even if the day before, like if you let me know, like I'm kind of like okay with it. Just
Okay, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, not that, but like the fact you let me know, I'm kind of okay with it.
Right.
It's the ones that are like they just don't tell you anything, or the day of like an hour before they were supposed to be like, hey bro, yeah, I'm not bringing my car today. I have this issue. I'm just gonna read that. I'm probably not gonna reply.
I heard you guys are also starting to take on a new audience of work, trucks.
Hell nah, bro.
No.
Okay, that's another thing. I got nothing against trucks. it's just I have a bad back from a car accident, so it's just I don't. It's like if it's just being in that engine bay really like hurts my lower back here and there. So
gonna
I'll
wreck
do a
you.
truck here and now, every now and then if it's like a customer, an existing customer that has like I've done a build on a separate car and they have a truck that needs some love, or
Right.
like a friend of a customer or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't build trucks. I like. It's not even that I have anything against it. It's just
They're physical body aches.
it's just that
It's a health concern.
yeah,
to
it's
an
just-
extent.
It's an occupational hazard.
no, it's just I'm not like I have a bad back, so I don't want to hurt it more than it needs to be.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, so it's like I don't need to be. So like even the last truck I was working on, it was a friend of a customer.
The gray Chevy one.
Yeah, I worked on it. My back was hurting for 2 weeks after that because we were at the tracks for this car. We were at the track and I had to change something, and dude, my lower back was killing me changing that at the track. I'm like, see, I don't need to go. Yeah, I don't need to go. See, I don't need to go through that. It's like it's not. I don't want to work on trucks. It's like if you have a truck and you need work done, hit me up. I'll recommend you a right person to do it. Like I'll stand 100% behind their work. I'll send you the right direction. It's just it's not my market. I don't need to be in that market. It's just I just don't do it. It's just I have nothing against
Same
it.
thing about choosing what platform you want to work on. Like
Yeah.
look, like Vets and Camaros, that's our thing. It does, it helps that we both have Camaros, so it's like we learned our own cars. Vets is like, okay, they're close enough, same engine more or less.
Yeah.
So it's easy to work on. It's just a slightly different process of having to take the engine out or whatnot. But it's just choosing your platform and then sticking with it, getting really good at it, so that way you can pretty much work with your hands tied behind your back or just in your sleep. You don't even have to second guess it.
Yeah, it's just if you're good at a platform, there's no reason for you to jump around.
The only truck Rob's working on is a F-150 single cab.
See,
That's
those
different.
it's
Yeah.
funny for those like I've taken off the wheels on the lift and I've lowered them all the way down, and like I've been able to work on them like that. But actual big trucks like them, it doesn't matter if I take the wheel off. The suspension was already on the ground, like So like the F-150 stuff like that is like I haven't had a problem with them because I could take the wheels off and I could lower the car down,
Right.
and it's not like I can still reach over without stretching myself over. So it's just like I said, I got nothing against truck guys. I love trucks, dude. I want F-150 myself. It's just not my market, and there's other people who do good work, so there's no reason for me to like jump in somebody else's market.
For sure.
Yeah, if you like, some people have great health and some people have great backs, they can work on it by all means. Like do your thing, but it's just
Those young 18-year-old techs. That's for you.
yeah, it's not even that.
Community right now.
It's just
Yeah.
like it's just one of those. It's like I'm not gonna buy it into a platform that I'm not comfortable working on. It's
Yeah.
not even like I'm not comfortable in an aspect of like I don't know what I'm doing about it. It's just I'm not comfortable just like physically. Like I'm not comfortable doing that job. Like I said, if you're a customer of mine and you have a truck and it's like by all means reach out to me, I'll take care of you. I have no problem doing that. It's like
people.
yeah, like I'll take accessions, certain cars. Like it's just I'll take care of you. But it's not worth it to me. Like I don't need to put myself in that because in that not health risk, but like
I
it's
mean,
just
look young. He's pretty old.
I'm not that old. I'm only 27. Chill out.
Your back feels like you're 50.
My back feels like I'm 50. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just I don't need to bite into that platform. I'm fine with the platforms I work on. It's like even BMW stuff. I'm not heavily into it. Like I'll do builds here and there, but I'm not heavily into the BMW platform because first of all, I don't need to. There's other great shops out here that'll do the job. It's like I said, I mentioned off the top of my head like Stryker, they do really good work. Raskin Build, they do really good work. You could go to those two. Like off the top of my head, I've never heard anything bad come out of that shop, and I've seen their work in person. Like I said, they do really good work. I don't need to dabble into it. It's like, but if I know you or like somebody recommended you, I'll take care of you. Like I don't mind being in that market. It's just I don't want to be heavily into that market because, like I said, I don't want to bite into a market that I'm not heavily into. It's like
I think I asked you this before. I was like, how did you get into the BMW side of things, working on it? And you're like, oh, I've met people at like roll nights or whatever.
yeah, that
Or a friend of a friend,
So when the Motive port injection controller first came out,
Yeah.
or they were having issues, people didn't know how to wire them properly, and I was like, I looked at the instruction, it was straightforward.
It can't be that bad.
Yeah, and I was like, what? It can't be. I'm like, I was baffled. I'm like, how are you having issues making this work? And I'm like, I told him because at the time I think I was still working at the old shop, and I'm like, just swing by, let me take a look at it. And he was cool enough. He swung by, left the car with me for a couple of days. And I'm like, I didn't even need a couple of days. I fixed it within like 30, 40 minutes, whatever the case was. But he was like, just on a cold start, does this, yada, yada, yada. Basically, he wanted me to diagnose the car. So that's how I got into the BMW market.
I see.
Yeah. So then, he told a friend told a friend, whatever. They had, because, like I said, when the first time the motive stuff was introduced, they were having issues with it, which I don't blame them, because I'm not gonna say which wire, but there's one wire where there's a dead pin, and the counting starts after, or the counting starts at the dead pin,
and the counts up.
Yeah,
I guess.
But people see the dead pin and skip and start up counting at the first wire.
Oh, I see.
So that throws them off a pin.
Like, there should be a wire in pin 1, but there isn't anything.
Yeah,
but,
so
the next wire, pin 2, they'll start that as 1.
Up as pin 1. So they fuck themselves over there. So that's like one of the issues, but it's really straightforward wiring. And it's like, I caught myself, because I almost made that mistake when I was first doing it. I'm like counting, I'm like, wait, no, there's a wire on this pin across from it. So there's got to be something here. So when I double check, there was something there. So
I see.
That's how I got into it. But like I said, BMW market is like, I have friends who own BMWs. So I've done their cars and stuff like that. And I've had people they met through other people that they got recommended to me. I'll take care of them if they have any issues, or if a shop fucks them over, I'll just show them some love. I'll take care of them. But it's just the BMW market, like I said, the M54, there's a lot of false information behind it. People will lie. And even in the racing world, people lie to you. It's like, because there was a customer that it wasn't my customer, it was somebody else's customer. He reached out to me, he's like, hey, bro, I want to switch to you guys for tuning. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong with your tuner? Because this tuner was reputable. It's like, well, so-and-so say they made X amount of horsepower, and I'm only making this much. And the discrepancy was really big. Like, it was like a 150 or 200 horsepower difference. And I'm like, the tuner he was getting tuned by, he was actually getting tuned by STI Mikey, which is like a reputable tuner in the BMW world. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, who's so-and-so? And he showed me Instagram. And I'm like, oh, I know that so-and-so. But I didn't want to switch on him. I'm like, yeah, so-and-so lied to you about the setup. It was like, he's on a different setup. It's not even the remote. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, he's on upgraded this, upgraded that, whatever. It was like, are you sure you told me that? So I'm like, of course you're racing him. Why would he tell you the whole setup? That's the whole reason behind it.
That's
yeah.
the sauce. Yeah.
And he was like, oh, how do you know about it? I'm like, because to make sense for the horsepower discrepancy, like, because they got dyno apparently on the same dyno or whatever. I don't know whose dyno it was.
Sure.
And it's like, it was literally the only way that horsepower difference is from upgraded turbos.
That doesn't make much sense.
I'm like, so you made 760 and he made like 8 something or 9 something or like 920 something. I'm like, yeah, that's upgraded turbo difference. Like, there's no way a stock turbo makes that much on SVTs to begin with. And he's like, are you sure, bro? And I'm like, bro, it's not. You got hustled, and that's the game. If you're out racing, you're gonna get hustled. That's the thing. You're gonna try to hustle the next person, because nobody's gonna tell you. It's like, oh, nobody's gonna walk around with their whole build sheet. They're gonna.
Horsepower is just math.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I'm gonna say, dyno shit don't make you fast.
No.
Like, dyno shit doesn't make you fast. You can make 1,000 here. You might go get got by a car that's making 700 or 800. Power to weight makes you fast. Driver mod makes you fast. Like, that's it. Like, so it's like BMW market.
Wait,
like,
what did you tell me? I need a lot of torque for my car.
Yeah, because you 3/4 shift takes so long. You need the torque to bring you back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that 3/4 shift. 3/4 is supposed to be the fastest shift.
Nah, bro.
I think I'll take the 4.5 shift in an 8 speed.
It was still faster than his. No, but like, it's just like people lie to each other. But the BMW thing is like, there was a lot of YouTubers when the first B50 S50 came. It's like, oh, all you need is a downpipe and a tune to make this much. But they're telling you they're not telling you they're doing low pressure fuel pump. They're not doing PI. So there's like a 40, 50 horsepower discrepancy on the B50 stove, and like almost like another 100 horsepower discrepancy on the SVT stove. And they'll be like, well, so-and-so did this and made this much. What's wrong with my setup? Well, your setup is missing parts. And they were like, oh, but so-and-so said they only did this. And I'm like, well, go get tuned by so-and-so or go get built by so-and-so. Like, I'm telling you the honest truth. Like, this setup makes this much, and so-and-so's making this much. Yeah, he has this setup. Like, it's almost the BMW stuff is like cookie cutter setup.
Yeah.
Like, downpipe PI will make like the SVT stuff, 760 to 780, maybe 800. So if somebody's telling you they're making 850 on a downpipe 50, they're not making that. They're either on hybrids or something else going on.
Right.
So it's just careful who you listen to. Like, talk to the shop who's gonna build your car, and ask them, it's like, hey, I want this much horsepower, and they'll recommend you the parts to get you that horsepower. Like, it's not that hard. Just talk. If you don't trust the shop, don't go there. Search around. I'm telling you, there's multiple shops that do the same shit I do.
Just second check.
Yeah, double check. Or even if you have doubts, reach out to like a reputable shop. You think a shop's reputable, then ask them, like, hey, I want this much horsepower, and they'll probably give you a parts list. Or like, oh, you might need this, and reach out to some other shop and compare the parts. So if there's like a big change between two of them, then there's something weird going on. You know. But if parts look identical, kind of. Like, maybe one has a different injector than the other one. It's just their preference at this point.
Right.
So it's just, if you're getting scammed, you probably didn't do your research. You just listen to somebody on TikTok or Instagram, whatever. You fell for that, or you went there probably clout, because I'm like, oh, so and so has fucking 100,000 followers, but this guy only has 10,000 followers. So I'm gonna go to the guy that has 100,000 followers. But you don't know if he bought those 100,000 followers.
So you know what's funny about that is there's a guy, I won't say his name. He's in probably give it away, but he's in San Diego, and he's in the Subaru world. But he's got, I think, in the tens of thousands, let's just say.
Yeah.
But what never made sense to me was the the activity, or just the activity on the page itself or the post. Yeah, it doesn't add up to the follower count.
Yeah, it's like when they have like 10,000 followers, but they're only like 12 likes or 13 likes on their.
Yeah. That to me, I was like, man, that's a little sus. And you know what though? Unfortunately, that's the world we live in, where the follower count matters more than the, let's say, reputation.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. Like, I'm not big into social media like that. I generally don't care about social media stuff. I'll post here and there when I have time, but I can't be recording, working on your car, ordering parts for you.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it
takes a lot of time.
I'm not a media guy, and it's like, if you think you need followers to go to that shop, then by all means take it to the shop that has followers. I don't mind. Take it down.
So Sean told me something really interesting. He told me when Darden over in San Diego, I'm sure you heard of Darden.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I've seen his work too.
Yeah, tunes. It's like, so Darden, when he started out, he was really he was very up and coming, but what he did really well was advertising himself on social media.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, he's got probably 50, 60,000 followers.
Yeah.
He's like one of the most known tuners in the San Diego area.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think Daniel might be cool with Darden, because I've seen him like CTSV for him. Darden was vouching for him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, if you're in the LA area, go to him, or if you're in San Diego, just come to me, stuff like that. So it's like, that's another thing. Like, see, he's vouching for somebody else. It's like, hey, take it to them. You don't have to drive all the way down to San Diego to get tuned by me.
I think Darden
just for that, he has my respect. Like, I've never seen his work in person, or like driven a car he's tuned, or gotten a car tuned by him. But just because of that, the fact he was saying is like, look, if you're in San Diego area, come to me. If you're in LA area, go to Daniel.
To make it make sense.
Yeah, first of all, he's not hogging I don't want to say hogging, but like, he's not saying, oh, you got to drive down to me to get tuned. It's like, he's not gatekeeping per se. He's literally putting you in the right direction where you should go get tuned if you're in a certain area. And second of all, he's like, he could have just said, it's like, oh yeah, you got a trailer, you should down to me. I'm the only tuner.
Trying to make it convenient.
It's just, he's literally showing love where love's due. I respect that. He'll forever have my respect for that. I've never even met the guy. I've never even been to his shop. I've never seen a car he tuned. I've never seen his work. But just for that, just me read that comment, you know what? I respect for you. Like, just because that. It's because it's simple. He's not saying like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, nah, so-and-so sucks, bring it to me. He's saying like, oh, take it to him. He does good work too. Like, I'll respect him for that.
So the shop that I used to work at, the Evo guy, so it's funny, he knows of Daniel, and he's like, oh, I know Daniel Butler. He's like really good. Because this guy, like I said, he's an Evo guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, like so and so had their Evo tuned by Daniel. Yeah, like really big. Like, he's also, before he got into Evos, he was into the Hondas.
Okay.
So that's how he knew of Daniel.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like, the people that have been doing this the longest and they're good at it, got good reputations, there's a reason why they're still
In
around
business
today.
Yeah. It's just one of those. It's like, look at Sean. He's been open since 03, 04?
2002.
2002?
Yeah.
Bro, I was barely 3.
24 years in business.
Yeah. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if your reputation is good, you do good work, and you show respect to people who are in the same field. I've never heard Sean badmouth any other tuner. I've heard other tuners badmouth him, but I've never heard Sean badmouth any other tuner. He will say like, well, this work needs work there, this needs work there. He'll look at the tuner, like, something needs to change here, something needs to change. I've never like heard him say, oh, this tune's junk.
Right.
He'll say like, he's reasonable. He would explain it. It's like, oh yeah, you could have just done this different. At the same time, each tuner is gonna think differently. Yeah, but for the same outcome, right? Some might push a certain boundary somewhere else. Sean might push a certain boundary somewhere else. But at the end of the day, they're trying to make as much power as possible out of the setup without torching the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like,
I think it also comes down to experience.
Experience, yeah.
Because like Sean will take giant leaps on, let's say, like a bolt-on STI. Same with Daniel. Like Daniel, I think the last time we talked, it's been a while since we did a video with him, but He said,
"Good luck getting Daniel."
I know.
Good luck catching him.
But he said, funny enough, the most cars that he's tuned, or out of all the cars he's tuned the most Subarus, which is funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, considering.
Nah, you know what's
yeah.
funny? Nah, actually, it was like one day I was at I don't know what I was. I think I was at the track or like when Irwindale was open, they were hosting like something at the track.
Sure.
I was
yeah.
there and I was like, I was in the pits waiting, and some guy walked up to me. He's like, "Oh, nice car, whatever." I had my hood open because I was letting it cool down. It's like, "Oh, who tuned it?" I'm like, "Oh, Sean from Church Auto Test." Like, "Oh, the Subaru tuner?"
Yeah, we talked about that.
And I was like, I took a step back and I'm like, "Oh yeah, he does tune a lot of Subarus." I'm like, he's like, "Damn, I didn't know he tuned the LT something." I'm like, to my mind, I'm like, I've only known Sean because of LT and LS, because that's before when I was coming here, like before our shop was on this side, when I had the black Camaro.
Oh, this is when we were working out in my garage.
Yeah, when I was working on this garage. So I was like, oh, dang. I was like, I never thought of it like that. I'm like, because I came to him because I knew he tuned LTs and LSs. So when the guy said like, "Oh, the Subaru tuner," I'm like, I take a step back and I'm like, yeah, he does tune a lot of Subarus and stuff like that. Because I would have never like, until that guy said it like that, I'm like, I never thought of it like, these guys do actually tune a lot of Subarus.
I think to this day,
There's still a lot of Subarus.
it's still a lot of Subarus and it's still a lot of LS. I feel like perhaps maybe, let's say 10 years ago, there's a lot of Hondas in here. Or back
I
when
wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Yeah, because now it's like all the FL5, FK8s, which are I think the K20, some type of variant of the K20 and the new Type Rs.
Yeah.
It's like those are all tuned by Daniel. Yeah.
You know, the new Type Rs, what's your take about it?
So
Like the last gen and this gen.
10th and 11th,
Yeah, 10th and 11th. What's your opinion about it?
I don't think they're. Yeah. So I would just refer to FK8 and FL5.
Yeah.
So I personally really liked the styling of the FK8. Now, that's probably because I own an STI. I have a car with that looks very boy racerist anyway. So that didn't really bother me. You know, the wing, and it's more of a what I think it's. I guess they're more like hatchbacks ish. But I do like the FL5. I think the FL5 is a lot more refined. It looks more mature, just from a styling perspective. And other than that, I can't say too much on it because I've never driven. And I'll say this about the Type Rs, and I haven't been in a lot of vehicles, but I've been in a good amount. To this day, I think the factory seats that come in a Type R, the FK and the FL5, one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in.
Okay, the price point of the car. What do you think about that for the car?
I think it's very expensive. So as an STI owner, one of the things I've heard a lot about, a lot of feedback on is, well, why would I want to spend $50,000 on a front wheel drive car or whatever it is, right? Depending on the price. But why would I want to spend and invest a lot of money on a front wheel drive car?
So that's another thing. Like I've talked to people and they were like, "Why would I spend 60 G's on a Honda?"
On a Civic.
No, yeah, on a Honda Civic. And I was like, so I'm not a Honda guy. I didn't know much about it until I started coming here.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't know those cars were that expensive. I thought they were like 30 G's, 40 G's, like not like 60 grand brand new. And I was like, wait, how much are they? And they were like, oh yeah, it's like 60,000 or 58,000, depending whatever they optioned it with. I'm like, what do you, front wheel drive car, 4-cylinder, with a Honda badge that costs 60 G's.
Red Honda badge.
Yeah, 60 grand though.
It's very expensive.
Okay.
And so I'll say this real quick. So I think his name is Velo, the black.
Oh, the black one with the Recaro podiums?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that car. I love that car, dude.
Dude, the engine bay is one of my favorites.
Engine bay, interior, dude, the whole car.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very well put together, and especially I think he recently came back with a MHD Industries, some new turbo on it.
Yeah, he was. I saw he was taking pictures about that.
Yeah, we gave him some graphs, and I think the car did much better. I think there was another buddy of his with the blue.
Yeah,
Type
I remember
R.
that one. Yeah.
So they were doing a lot of comparisons on I guess that turbo kit versus this one. But yeah, like I said, outside of the styling, I can't speak too much because I haven't test driven one. But I don't know. For me, I think I was telling Sean is like I've gotten really spoiled with owning all-wheel drive vehicles, and I think for me, I've never owned actually a rear-wheel drive vehicle, and getting to drive Sean's CTS-V, it was cool, but not having the back end control for me is just not something I really would enjoy, especially at that power level.
Okay. Another
That's just
question.
my personal, yeah.
For what the Type R or the Honda Civic Type R,
Sure.
what the car's tailored to, which is like a canyon car versus road course car. You think there's so much car out there for that price, or not?
What do you mean?
Like, you think you could buy something else that's way better than that car for that same price range?
Up front?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
And in fact, I'll go one step further.
Uh-huh.
I think if I'm doing like an autocross or even a time attack or anything like that, any track related event, going around curves and such, I would much rather be in a Type R than an STI.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, over an STI. Well, I don't know. I never driven an STI, but all I'm gonna say is I've driven not the 11th one, but the 10th gen Type R. I've driven it, and it was like, I don't know how I feel about it. Don't get me wrong, it turned good. Like it was decent, it wasn't all that. Like, but for the price you're paying,
Exactly.
it was kind of outrageous at the time. Cause Zeal, once without markup, how much are they like? How much did you pay for yours brand new?
6-7 out the door with tax.
6-7 out the door.
Yeah, see, and that's where a lot of people have that argument is, okay, well, if I'm paying 60 grand for a Honda Civic, why not?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That for that price range out the box, like you think there's a better option out there for that price. It's like I got nothing against it. I actually like how the car looks. It's the 10th gen, 11th gen is growing on me. I've seen a couple of them is growing on me. Like I said, I'm not a Honda guy, so I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna speak deep into the engine and all that stuff. But for the price, don't you think there's like a way better cars out there?
Oh, no, for sure.
So I feel like for that car to sell,
But it just depends on what you want to do.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
It all comes down to
for
that
what the
question.
car's tailored,
Yeah.
that's the key thing.
Front wheel drive or just in general?
No, for road autocross, whatever. That's what the cars are designed for, right?
Sure.
The autocross canyon and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's what the cars, quote unquote, made it around. So for 60 G's, don't you think you could buy something better?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, it comes down to is like, shouldn't a Honda done a little bit more for that car? Maybe like an all-wheel drive option.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. All-wheel drive, I think, gets
Because
really expensive.
because you're paying 60 grand for a 4-cylinder front-wheel drive car.
I mean, I also think it probably comes down to like Honda itself hasn't done a lot of, let's say, R&D or just they've never had I think, and I may be incorrect here, but an all-wheel drive platform that
No.
they've utilized in a non, let's say, sport utility vehicle.
Yes. No, I get you. Yeah, I don't think they've had. I think all
So,
the-
like for example, like Audi's Quattro has been well defined and refined throughout the years. What you have, 4MATIC,
X-Drive.
X-Drive, and
Yeah.
then symmetrical all-wheel drive from Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I always say that I'm like, and the Honda guys like, they'll probably get better for this, but I feel like that car's not worth 60 grand. I'm sorry, but that car's not worth 60 grand. 40
No.
grand, 45, yes. It's like
Yeah.
the Toyota Corolla GR.
The GRC.
I can attest to this.
Yeah, the GR. How much was that thing?
With taxes out the door, new was 56.
56 grand.
That's honestly
For
a
a-
very expensive 3-cylinder.
Bro.
He's so mad he can't even
Die.
talk.
No.
I say? I
No,
already
no,
spent
no.
the money.
Yeah,
so-
no. But like that's the thing though. I've driven this car too. I'm like, it's a cool car. I'm just there's nothing wrong with the car. There's something wrong with the price. People are gonna say, oh, if you can't afford to leave it alone, shut the fuck up. But it's just like if you're gonna pay that much money, make sure you get your money's worth.
Yes.
So you're paying 57, 60 G's for 3-cylinder. At least all-wheel drive. You know, you got that going for you. It's all-wheel drive, but a 3-cylinder that can't handle power. That has valve flows on stock turbos. And how's the clutch holding up?
So good.
Huh? Yeah, okay.
Hey,
But-
most of the people on the forum that go through clutches, I don't know what they're doing. I'm at 20K miles and I drive the piss out of mine.
No, but his car, it was actually cool to drive. Like, it was actually like, it was like, if it was another thing, like, back to the pricing. If that thing was like 35, 40, 45, that market around there,
Yeah.
great car. It's just the extra 15 grand. Just what the fuck? Like what? Like
Where does it go? Where's it coming
where's
from?
it going? I don't see it in
Yeah.
the car. It's like
The carbon roof ain't worth that much.
yeah, bro. Don't get me started on that one. Like it's just. I don't know what the hype was behind the car. I don't. see
So
it.
I think that maybe a rumor, perhaps something that's actually in development. The next iteration of the GRC is supposed to be a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, there's.
The G20 engine already exists, so
I wouldn't be surprised.
four-cylinder single turbo makes about 400 cranks, so that engine already exists. Some people say that it was kind of co-developed along with the GRGT, because technically that V8, if you look at the architect, like the cutaway version of it, it looks exactly like the inline four.
Right.
Just two.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like that car itself was like, I don't know what Toyota was thinking. Like, Like
They were just trying to be different for different cities.
That was Toyota's way of getting back into the rally world. But yeah, look,
That
as a
was-
person who bought the car, it's expensive for what it is. Why did I buy the car? It fit my bill, and honestly,
it's something different.
for me, it's something different.
Yeah, like we say, like being different is expensive. But it's one of those cars. Like it's not even my market. But like when people tell me how much they pay for it, I'm like, bro, it's like you kind of got scammed. You got whacked over the head for that shit. But at the same time, people like stuff like that.
Got warranty.
Yeah. So it's like people like cars like that. It's like, you know
Right.
what? It's a cool car and they have the money to buy it. I'm like, by all means, get it. Like, I don't care. It's just when they try to no. What irritates me is like when they try to justify like why that car doesn't make that much power. And it was like, oh, because I don't have a V8. I'm like, yeah, you could have bought a car for a V8 for that same price.
Got a lot more performance.
Yeah. Or when they say like, oh, it's just a little 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder making this much. Congrats. Here's a fucking hot dog. Choke on it. But it's like, don't try, like that's the only reason I was trying to get to. Like it's always like the 4-cylinder guys or the 3-cylinder guys like, oh, I don't need a big V8 to make 700 horsepower. Yeah, but you might have a smaller motor, but you pay the same price as a big V8 car.
Right.
And the big V8 is not even stressing to get to that horsepower level per se.
Or it reminds me of a line that Jay Leno said once, where it's like he'd rather have a big honking V8 be working like 60% of the time to do the acceleration versus a small engine working 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's like, and the another thing that irritated the shit out of me was like when they say like, oh, it must be nice to have a V8. Motherfucker, we spent the same money. You could have been in a V8. Like, it's not like I'm a diehard V8 guy. It's just I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew the V8 was gonna do it easier. So it's like, you don't see me buying a 4-cylinder and crying it doesn't make freaking 900 pound-feet of torque. You know?
It just depends, like I said, how much work you want to get to it, and how much pain you want to go
It's
through.
not even that. It's just I hate it when people who buy 4-cylinders, 3-cylinders, or even a 6-cylinder, they'll be like, "Oh, at least I don't have like, oh, you make that much power because you have a big V8." Don't say that, because that shit is like you're doing the same, not the same amount of work, but you're doing work to get to like whatever horsepower it is. Your car costs 60 G's or 55 or whatever the case is.
Right.
You earn that much off for a ZL1 or a Mustang or whatever, like a Hellcat, whatever the case is, or I don't know how much price of Hellcats, whatever. Don't quote me on it. Don't bash me for it either. But it's just you're not like you had options, so don't try to downplay the car you invested in. Like be proud of it. You bought that car, enjoy it. Don't say, oh, you made that much power because you have a big V8 or you made that much power because you have this transmission. You had a choice, and you went and bought that car. Enjoy the car for what it is. I have no problem against the people who buy the car and enjoy it for what it is. Who doesn't say, oh, must be nice or this and that. I'm fine with those people. It's just the people who buy it and it's like, oh, I didn't have to like do this, or I didn't have to cam my motor to get to that. I'm like, yeah, my cam could cost less than whatever you have to spend into the motor to get to where you are. Just buy the car, enjoy it for what it is. Just don't try to downplay the motor the car came with, trying to justify why it's like it's making less power than the V8.
But I get great gas economy in the Corolla.
What do you get?
20.
Yeah, the Camaro was getting like 17 or 18 on 85, by the way. So it's like, I don't get it. It's like, and it's just, I don't know. That irritates me. Like, it's just say like, oh, my 4-cylinder. I'm like, bro, nobody cares. Just buy the car, build it the way you want.
It's like trying to get recognition by like people around you.
Yeah,
versus, like,
but-
look, I bought the car. I'm happy with it. That's all.
Yeah, see, I've never heard him complain about the car. He enjoys it. I'm like, I even driven the car. It's cool.
If
It's like,
anything, he's bugging me about the car, but
yeah, it's like,
Tires.
yeah, it's. I'm not gonna talk about that, but it's just like, buy the car you like, and enjoy the car. Don't downplay the car you have, trying to make it sound better than, well, your buddy's car or whatever, or your friend or your
Sure.
neighbor's car, whatever. Don't downplay the motor. It's like, oh, it's just 4-cylinder or this. Don't play that game. Like I know a lot of fast 4-cylinders, and they spent the money, and they were like, yeah, it's a lot of money, and they don't tell you how many motors they broke to make X amount of torque. So it's just don't downplay it. You know what you wanted. You went and bought it because you liked it. Now you find out the car doesn't make shit for horsepower, or you need to do a lot of work to get the horsepower out of it. That's fine. Either you can sell the car, lose on depreciation, whatever, or enjoy the car you have. Like, don't downplay that shit.
I think if people stopped looking at social media that often, they would enjoy their shit more.
well, if it's a clout game, there's lost cause.
Yeah.
That's another thing. People buy car for clout. Like,
But also, it's like you got to realize too, right? It's like if you're always being like, okay, well, I'm chasing the next number.
yeah, you're never gonna be done.
Yeah, you're never gonna be done. It's gonna be an endless journey, waste of money. Depends, I don't know.
Yeah, it's no. I'm telling you, it's like I got nothing against the people who buy the Type R, Corolla, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just don't downplay the motor. Like, it's the motor didn't choose you, you chose them, type of deal. You know.
I mean, look, it just boils down to what we talked about at the very beginning of the video. I don't even know how long ago at this point.
3 hours ago.
Yeah. But, just do your own research when you make these purchases.
Yeah.
And, just be happy. Like you said, just be happy
Be
with
happy what you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be happy. It's like I've seen people who they get in a car that makes like 200-300 horsepower. They're happy as fuck. They're enjoying the car. They're like
Their girls love it.
Yeah, it's like it's
If
because
you're lucky.
a lot of these cars people spend money on. That's their dream car. They're like when they maybe it's like from the era they grew up in or whatever. They'll be like, oh my god, that's the era from I grew up. That's my dream car. They'll buy it. They know what they're getting themselves into, so they don't downplay it. They do what they want to do to it, and they enjoy the car. And there's people who buy it and was like, oh, that's kind of sick. Let me buy it, and they find out the car doesn't make shit for power, and now they're gonna be spending X amount to get to that horsepower level. And when somebody with a V8 or even an inline six, whatever the case is, somebody with a different motor or platform than him, it's like, oh yeah, I make this much by doing this. They'll be like, oh, because you have this big V8. Oh, you spent this much. I'm like, but like our cars cost the same when we bought them. So you had a choice to buy it, you just didn't know. That's okay. Like not everybody knows the ins and outs of every car. Like, when I bought the 8-speed, I didn't know the 8-speed had issues with the 4-5 shift for the first time. If not, I would have bought a 10-speed.
Right.
So I didn't know either. So that was on me. So guess what? I did a 10-speed swap.
To be fair, 10 speeds weren't available at the time you got your car.
That too. Yeah. My first Camaro 10-speed wasn't out yet.
Or you're, in my case, where you didn't know too much about what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah.
And you told yourself, well, I'm just going to buy a base model WRX and make it look and be as fast as an STI, which, funny enough, I mean, I think if I could pull up my old dynographs on the WRX, the most it ever made, and this is with like spending a lot of money on it, dude. It's embarrassing, but the most that car ever made was probably 350 on the very, high correction factor, the 2004 one. And I'll tell you this.
Correction factor.
The low one. And I'll say this. So my FCI, even on just simple bolt-ons, like
Surpass that.
yeah, easily. Yeah. But that's the beauty of port injection, and also half a liter more of displacement.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And I'll say this for perhaps not at the track on a prep surface, but even on the street, messing around with it, launching the car, whatever,
fun.
the drivetrain's gonna be solid.
right. And it's fun.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the drivetrain taking shit either.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like, I think the guy that was making 900 on the Forester with the STI 6-speed swap.
Bro, that guy got balls. I'll
Yeah.
give it to him. Like every time he comes back here, I'm like, damn, he's
now
back
he-
again.
But it's like that drivetrain, the STI Trans, was holding up
For dear life.
Yeah, up until like 8 something, which is very. I mean, it's impressive.
I was actually here the day he broke it, and I was like, I'll be back. And I was like, this guy don't quit. Yeah, it's like, this guy don't quit. Yeah, he went and got a build trans, came back, made like, I don't know what he ended up making. I wasn't there the day he came back, but
Did he drive it back?
he drove him back home with a broken gear. I think it was like a broken 4th gear or whatever. He drove it home.
Yeah, it's just 4th gear.
Yeah, so it's like, I like people like that. It's like, because he knew what he was getting himself into, because he knew it was built in a platform that had not issues per se. It takes a lot to get to a certain horsepower level.
And so CJ and I were talking about that. He was talking about, the first time he really liked doing what he was doing was when he started going to the track.
Yeah.
And he said, what CJ told me? He said, when you're at the track or you're at a race event, whatever, it doesn't matter whether you place first or place dead last. The people in the stands will be cheering, even if you place dead last, just because of the fact that you had the balls
To do it.
to get out. Yeah, and especially, for example, honestly, dude, whether it be autocross, time attack, any track-related event, quarter mile, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're doing it in a Subaru, you got to really respect that.
Bro, I'll always respect Subaru people who actually mod the car and beat the shit out of it. I'm like, because after like, what is it, downpipe fuel system and some intakes, you're kind of like right in the corner.
Yeah, I tell people like 400 wheels, like
Yeah, you're right in the edge.
Yeah.
So the people who put big turbo on it and come in like send it a little bit, I'm like, ooh, you got balls, huh? So it's like, I would always respect it. Like I said, I'll show respect what respect's due. But dude, Subaru people, I like them because they're the type who just like, fuck it. They'll be like, yeah, fuck it. They knew what they bought. and they're just saying fuck it. They're still modding it. They know the motor might pop. I like
They bought a bomb.
Yeah, they know the motor might pop at like 450, 500, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But they're like fuck it.
So it's funny. I when I was on the phone with IAG, the lady over there that helps me out, the sales rep or technical, whatever she is, great lady by the way. She was like, "How much? What's that?"
Ignore him.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Ignore this guy.
But you know, she told me, she's like, "What short block are you running from us?" I was like, "Oh, the 550. Like that's the bare minimum, like entry level piston rod motor."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Damn!" Like she's like, "That's awesome." She's like, "Back in the day, people used to be like that, and weren't afraid of just like whatever, send it."
Yeah, no, like literally.
But you know what? We've talked about it a lot with Sean. Is like torque management, how you bring it on, and how it ramps in, and where it comes on.
It's what breaks that shit.
Yeah, and I think,
keeps it alive.
and yeah, or what keeps it alive.
Yeah.
And I think for my case, you know, so many people were like, "Dude, you should have just gone with 64, 66," because ideally, it spools up about 1,000 RPM sooner. It's known as the Street King, right?
Yeah, but it also makes it torque 1,000 RPM sooner.
Correct. And it's like, what's the secret sauce to my car living is like, I think it's because my turbo is so laggy.
Yeah, turbo's huge, and the like the torque ramp is down. Like it's really late. It's lazy.
Yeah.
So you're not like instantly like on it. So
Versus
it's
like a PD blower car on the VX.
yeah, it's like when we put a supercharger on these cars, like it's snappy. We started making torque by like 3,200, 3,400 RPM.
Well, I've seen the power band on like that Red ZL1 or even Sean's car. It's like it's very linear and it's very fast.
Yeah, it's just
makes it
the,
very fast.
The torque comes on really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it's like,
especially
whoa, you know,
especially
yeah.
what cam you have, and like if the spec is like I said, like if the spec is set up properly, like your torque will come on harder or later.
I think, dude, like I think if we were able to rev my car out to 8,500 or 8,000, because we're revving out to 75 already, but making no more torque than we're making now, because just the way, like you said, horsepower and torque's just math. If we can rev it out further,
Yeah.
we touch like 8, maybe 9.
Yeah, because you're still gonna make the same torque you're making right now. It's just your horsepower will keep increasing because you're revving it
Exactly.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I believe that. It's like the same way with the Ryan's M240. That stock motor, he's scared he's gonna pop it with the rod, so he's just gonna try to rev it out a little bit higher, trying to make the horsepower he needs.
Yeah.
Which is the right way to do it if you have the valve train to rev it out that high.
Right.
If you don't have the
layman terms, it's like look at the C8Z. It's like, oh yeah, they make, you know, the most amount of horsepower. I mean, but look at the torque. It's kind of
the torque is
But it's like, well, how do they make that much horsepower? I'm like, well, have you seen the red line?
like it
You know,
revs out to like 8,000 plus. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the right way to do it. It's like if you have the valve train for it to rev out to like 85, 8,000, whatever the case is.
Or if you're a Honda, like 9,000,
Like
10,000.
Coyotes. It's like they don't like those motors live like if you have like a centrifugal, like a supercharger, not a PD, or like a turbo setup, those motors actually live a little bit longer than like a PD blower car.
What's a PD for?
Positive displacement, like
Oh,
the
I
Whipples
see.
and stuff like that. Yeah. So like the centrifugal cars, like they just rev it out because they make the same, like they make no torque and they just keep revving out. That's why like even when it came to traction, like those guys are like on 17-inch wheels. I was on 15 struggling for traction, but they're hooking on 17s. And I was like, until I understood, like they're only making 700 pound-feet of torque, but they're making 1,000 horsepower. So that's
It's like his car.
yeah, it's like Century cars.
Oh,
like,
the black C6.
yeah, the Century cars only made like that car only made like 650 pound-feet of torque, but it made like 700 and something horsepower. So it's one of those cases. So it's just it's just like if you could rev out a car properly, you make less torque and you make the power band you need up top. It's just the PD cars is just really hard. Like once the blower comes on, it's on. Like
just hits you in the
the torque sits, yeah. And traction's a nightmare after that. It's you're going down the rabbit hole of that. It's like
My needs up is that.
Yeah.
15-inch conversion, boost controller. Once you get certain horsepower levels, it's like you want to shove like the biggest cam you can in there without switching converter, so you could at least just rev it out higher, make more. It's cool. PD blower car for like daily driving, street car. It's because it drives like stock. Until you floor it, you won't know it's there.
Right.
And so it's like that's what I like about PD blower. Like Century cars, I hate the blow valves. Like it's always I don't know. It just after you drive it for like a day or two, like you'll get annoyed with it. Some people love it. I don't. It's not my cup of tea. Turbo cars is really hard to make them work with stock. You can make it work. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of work to make it work. But rather than that, dude, it's just like you pick your poison. Like literally, pick your poison and stick to it. Just don't pick Whipple.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That was a lot of information. I think we talked about Camaros, we talked about BMWs. I mean, we talked a lot here. If you guys need any work on your LS or LT platforms, make sure to hit them up down below, and the link will be there for their Instagram. And if you guys need a tune, make sure to check out the website. I'll also put that in the description. And yeah, we should do some more content with you guys later on in
I'm
the
down.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Well,
Got some.
thanks for coming on, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right. See you.
Back to work.
Back.